McKenna Stacy with the Rebel rebound. She'll push all the way to the other end. Euro step up off the glass and in.
Rich Rebel basketball is on.
Kicks it out left corner. Thompson, long two. Got it. Rattles home. Wallenstein knocks it down. Rattles home a three from the right wing.
Coming off a third-place finish at last year's state tournament, the Lady Rebels return for the 2018-19 season with goals of taking it to the next level.
Her shot blocked by Sydney Hatch, and the Rebels come down with the basketball.
Coach Cody Lundgren returns for his fourth season on the bench, and with a young and athletic roster, the Rebels are ready to run.
Gives left wing to Thompson. Lauren steps up, shoots, and hits off the back of the iron and down through Lauren Thompson.
MyLocalRadio.com presents Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 Rebel Radio and live streaming video on MyLocalRadio.com. High School Hoops, presented by Rocky Mountain Yeti, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, by West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, by Jensen Wood Motors of Montpelier, Idaho, MyLocalRadio.com, Plains Tire, and by Pet Mineral Labs.
Offensive rebound, Eliana Brown with the putback.
And now, Rebel Roundball fans, hang up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to roll as we head courtside to join the play-by-play voice of the Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Good evening and welcome, Rebel fans, to Rich High School and Rebel basketball tonight as the Rebels return to Region 22 play, or continue Region 22 play, hosting the ICS Lions, Region 22 opponent. Joined the region before last year. It's Rich versus ICS. The Rebel girls JV team up by 20 with 3 minutes left to go in the fourth. We've got your pregame show coming up when we return on the Wildlife at MyLocalRadio.com. Rich versus ICS tonight in Randolph.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
If you've dreamed of owning your own beachfront property at beautiful Bear Lake, but think you can't afford it, think again, because you can. It's an investment you can rent that pays for itself, and you can enjoy it too. Realtor Gary McKee and the team at Bear Lake Realty can help make your dream come true. Visit with Gary today, because you'll never know unless you ask. Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Welcome back to Rich High School for Rebel basketball tonight. The Rebels host the ICS Lions. It's 40-20 in the JV girls game with 2:28 left in the fourth. Rich Rebel girls coming off a win last night at Tabiona. They squeaked out a victory, 25-24. They trailed by 1 to start the fourth and outscored Tabby 12-10 in that final period to do just enough to earn the victory. Lauren Thompson led the Rebels with 8 points. McKenna Stacy had 8 as well, and Allie Wallenstein pitched in with 5. Tingy had 4 in a low-scoring defensive battle that the Rebels just came away on top of. And Rich improved to 1-0, and that's the bigger thing, is they improved to 1-0 in Region 22 play and 11-2 overall. So the Rebels come in scoring 42 a game, allowing 34.5 per night. And the ICS Lions come in at just 3-10. They lost last night at Manila. Final score in that one was 62-35. Manila ran away with it. And for the Mustangs, Abby Sadler, no, let me mention first, Aspen Collett had 23, Brooke Guyman 16, and Abby Sadler had 13. For Intermountain Christian, Morgan Zandberg had 11, 8 points for Rebecca Mylar and 6 for Anna Florell, but not nearly enough for the ICS Lions, who come into the game scoring almost 34 and averaging or allowing 45 per contest. I'll get you the Stacy's Repair scoreboard up there if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com as the JV game continues on. The Rebels and the Lions last met a year ago Well, twice, of course, last year, being region opponents. And Rich struggled a little bit at ICS. They were without Kiera Grohl for the first half. She came in and really got the offense rolling, but McKenna Stacy had 19 points in the game. Grohl finished with 9. Lauren Thompson had 8. Kaylee Cornea finished with 7, and Amber Smith 6. For ICS, they bring back a lot of starters. Rebecca Mylar started last year. She was one of the leading scorers for the team. Emma Clement was one of the leading scorers. She comes back this year. Anna Florell as well. And then they add in a couple of good players in Morgan Zandberg as a freshman, and Marissa Brugman, who didn't start last year but contributed for the team. She'll start as well for this ICS Lions team. So this a team with some experience and some good players coming back. Rich, I mentioned a struggle last year at ICS. Rebels pulled away in the fourth quarter to win 49-31 after trailing by 1 at the end of 3. And then at Rich, Rebels had no trouble, winning 62-32. Rebecca Mylar had 13 points to lead the way for ICS in that game. Rich was led by Kiera Grohl's 19 and McKenna Stacy's 9 in the win at home against ICS. And Rich will have to be, quite honestly, I think if Rich plays its game, if the Rebels play their game and just compete, play hard, and the way they play, they should win this game. But that doesn't mean they will. ICS is not somebody that Rich can just overlook and expect to walk all over. But this is a winnable game for sure for the Rich Rebels. These teams have met a bunch of times over the last several years, especially, and again, my records go back to just the 01-02 season, and the teams played before that, but in that span, the last 18 years, Rich is 10-0 against ICS, and they've won every game. I mean, the closest one, I think, was last year's 18-point victory. No, in 2001-02, Rich won by just a single point in the first round of the playoffs. So we'll tell you more about that on our Town of Laketown Ledger coming up later on our pregame show. But first, it's time to move ahead for the Rich County 4-H Standout Student, empowering young people to lead for a lifetime. And our standout student,
engaging youth to reach their fullest potential while advancing the field of youth development. That is 4-H. Helping young people develop citizenship, leadership, responsibility, and life skills. That is 4-H. Nearly 6 million active participants, more than 25 million alumni worldwide. 4-H members strive to make the best better, and they learn by doing. Find out more about 4-H in Rich County by calling the 4-H office in the county building in Randolph. Agriculture, citizenship, healthy living, science, engineering, and technology. That is 4-H.
back to Rich High School. Rebel JV girls team about to win, just 30 seconds away. They're on top 45-21. Rebel girls will hosting the ICS Lions, and we'll have a boys game tonight as well. Good luck, wishing good luck to the Rebel drill team at the region competition, the Rebel wrestling team at Wind River today as well. We move on with our standout student, brought to you by Rich County 4-H, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. Ryan Steineckert with Corbin Malm, sophomore at Rich High School. Corbin, thanks for your time.
Yep, no problem.
How's your sophomore year going?
It's going pretty good so far. Good grades, and wrestling's going good.
Do any other sports besides wrestling?
Not at school, no. I ride dirt bikes and stuff, but I wouldn't say that's much of a sport. But, yeah.
What would you call it if not a sport?
Just having a lot of fun. That's what I think of it as.
Are there a lot of good spots outside of Garden City to ride dirt bike?
Yeah, actually, I go right out of my house, and there's a bunch of trails behind there, but I also do a lot of dune riding, so I go down there a lot.
Where's the closest dunes that you go to?
There's two that are about the same. They're about 4 or 5 hours away.
Little Sahara?
Yeah, Little Sahara. Yep, I love it down there on bikes. We do bikes and side-by-sides.
Corbin, you said your sophomore year is going pretty well. You're getting good grades. You don't have to tell me a GPA, but what classes are you taking?
Right now, I have just the basics, math, language arts, and then I have my AutoCAD, which we're doing CNC design, and then I have robotics, and then I have my computer class.
Any of those interest you enough to pursue in the future?
I like my CNC design so far. I really like that one.
Tell me, what is that? CNT design is what you said?
CNC. So pretty much we'll go in and we'll design a part and then print it out, kind of on like a 3D machine, but it'll cut out a part, and then you can send those to places that need them.
Is that something you might think about for a career?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to go into that, or maybe like graphics design.
So is that is it mechanical engineering or something, or is it the graphics design that you're looking at?
So like the graphics design that I'm looking at, it's like vehicle wraps. It's like graphics on stuff. That's what I'd like to go into.
That's cool. You pretty artistic? Do you like to do other kind of art?
Yeah, I do. I really love drawing and stuff like that.
Any particular medium you like to, like pencils, or do you like to draw landscapes, animals?
So right now I just do pencils and I draw mostly bikes and graphics, and then online I design a bunch of graphics for my bike.
That explains the sweatshirt.
Yeah, yep.
I guess the writing should have explained it to me first.
Yeah.
Corbin, what weight do you wrestle?
This year I'm wrestling 106.
And how tall are you?
Last time I went to the doctors I was 5'11".
5'11", 106, and are you taller than most of the guys you face?
Yeah, so far I'm the tallest one that I've seen in 106.
How's your year going wrestling?
It's going pretty good. I had a neck injury a little while ago, so I was out for a couple weeks, but now I'm going back, and I did pretty good this last weekend. So, yeah, it's going pretty good.
Bear Lake Tournament, was that a tough one? Good competition?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was doing pretty good for first and second, but then I got beat out, so I went to third and fourth and then got fourth. But
not bad. Finished fourth place out of everybody there. When did you first start wrestling?
I started wrestling in first grade and been doing it ever since. Yeah.
And I don't know how to ask this question. Are you good? What's your specialty?
I think I'm pretty good. My specialty, I'm not real good on shots, but I like doing sprawling and crossface to get to the back, and then I like running the front headlock series.
So do you almost like to bait guys into trying to shoot on you so you can sprawl and cross?
I do. So usually they tell you for your stance to keep both your legs straight, but I keep one clear far out and I don't guard it, so they go for it so I can get that. But yeah, that's what I do.
Does that get you in trouble sometimes?
No, it doesn't. It used to when I was little, but after they seen what I could do, then now it's not a problem. They know what I do, so they don't ask questions about it.
So for somebody who doesn't know how to wrestle, what's the key to getting a good sprawl out and then the cross and reversal?
So what I like to do, I like to watch their hands and their feet, because you can tell when someone is going to go for it, because once you can tell just like slightly before they'll move just a slight inch forward, so then you know right when to jump back, and then once you jump back, you get your legs back, so you just have to circle back, so it's really easy to get that second part.
Corbin, when wrestling is over, will you do the musical, or what will you do in the spring? Just get back on the bike?
Yep, just get back on the bike, back to the dunes, having fun.
What about all the mud? Isn't it pretty muddy? I mean, not on the dunes, but if you go out your backyard?
Yeah, it's pretty muddy up there. Usually we'll get in the side-by-sides and go snow busting and mud bogging, so that's pretty fun.
Anything else you like to do or that you're involved with? Any instruments you play or anything else at school?
No, not really.
Biking and wrestling.
That's pretty much it.
One more question about wrestling. What's your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing is that you're always in and you can always go, like you're always guaranteed to participate, and there's tons of like different skill levels, so there's always something like to do. Like it's not the same thing over and over every match. You can change up stuff, you can do different moves, and I just like the change and that you're always in.
And your opponent's obviously a different person, and even if you wrestle the same guy, he's going to try different things.
Yeah, definitely. Like you wrestle one kid at one meet, he might try one thing, but the next meet he's definitely going to change if it didn't work, and so you can't like judge like, okay, he's going to do this over and over again. It's going to change, so you always have to be on your toes.
What's your favorite thing about being a Rich Rebel?
Probably where we live. I love the smaller school, and I love the views and everything up here. It's probably my favorite. Corbin
Malm, a sophomore at Rich High School. Thanks for your time, man. Good luck this weekend in Wind River and against the Evanston JV and the rest of your sophomore year.
Thank you so much. I'm trying to do good.
Well, thanks, Corbin. Our standout student is brought to you by Rich County 4-H, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. Rebels and ICS Lions coming up in a few minutes. We'll talk with the coaches when we return on the Wildlife at mylocalradio.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
We take your fun very seriously. That's why we put so much emphasis on training and experience with our mechanics at Cash Honda Yamaha. Whether you're getting it ready for an upcoming season, putting it away for the winter, having routine maintenance, or have a mechanical problem, we want to make sure that when you're ready to have fun with it, it's ready for you. Don't trust your fun to just anyone. Make sure you bring all your service work to Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley.
This is a Lady Rebel basketball coach, Cody Lundgren, and you're tuned in to the pregame show on Rebel Radio. Opening tip is less than 20 minutes away on KADQ FM 98.3. with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to the Cody Lundgren Coaches Show here on KADQ and mylocalradio.com. Rebels last night squeaked out a victory, stole one from Tabiona at Tabiona High School, a 25-24 win for the Rebels. They take the court tonight against ICS, looking to play a better all-around game. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach Ben Huline, and then we'll talk to Rebel head man Cody Lundgren and get his thoughts on tonight's game and how the Rebels can improve to 2-0 in Region 22 play. We'll be right back with more of Rich Rebel basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Many of our customers have trusted Jensen Wood Motors for generations. It's important to all of us here at the dealership we always work for the people. My grandpa was a man of his word, and he passed that tradition on to us. We understand that we're here to serve our customers, and every day we try and do that to the best of our ability. We really appreciate each customer, and we want to make sure that they feel that when they're doing business with us.
Jensen Wood Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Montpelier, Idaho. Ryan STEINECKERT with Ben Huline, head coach of the Intermountain Christian Lions. And, Coach, I appreciate your time. Tell me about your season so far, 3-10. How do you feel like the girls are doing? How are things coming along?
Yeah, 3-10's been hard to swallow, I think, with the girls and coaching and stuff, too. I think just working on fundamentals every practice and bringing it into games is where we're struggling probably in some respects to the 3-10. We've had some close losses, but they're still losses, and we're just trying to get back on track, so starting region.
The girls are coming off, I think, a high from the volleyball season, right? Finishing third place, beating Rich a few times during the season.
Yeah, I think it was a really good turn for our volleyball players. Kevin Anafuku coaching them, did a great job with the girls. Yeah, playing Rich, it was always a cool atmosphere at our school, just getting ready to play Rich. We saw them in state. It's always good to play them, and it's been fun to have this rivalry, especially in volleyball, and then carrying into some basketball stuff as well.
Some of those girls that are on the volleyball team and play basketball as well, are you seeing anything, that much success on the volleyball court? Does that translate into having some success in basketball?
I wish it was more, but yeah, those girls are really, really invested in the volleyball program. I think sometimes in small schools it's hard to get that investment on both sports. We're pushing for that in basketball, and pushing the girls to compete in volleyball and then bringing it into basketball and other sports as well.
You played last night at Manila. What can you tell me about that game in Region 22 play?
Yeah, Manila's tough. They got a few tall girls, run a high pick and roll a lot. We struggled that on the defensive side, but take some learning things away from that as well as we start region. But it was a good night of basketball.
I can look at your stat sheet and see that Myler's hitting some shots from outside, and you got some others that are scoring the ball. What is your team from coach's perspective? What are you guys doing well?
Yeah, doing well. I think we're moving the ball well. Our defense has to get stronger to stop the ball on that side of the ball. But when our shots are falling, it's been fun to watch. And if I can get 3 girls shooting consistently right now in a game, it's fun to watch, and it's I think hard to beat. So we'll see.
A tough couple of days for you guys in the region. You're out at Manila, then the next day here at Rich. What do you expect from the Rebels tonight?
It'll be good. I know you guys were at Tabiona last night, had a close one. So, a lot of riding and driving on the bus, I'm sure. So we'll see how the girls come out and play after sitting for a long time and just kind of being out of their element. Maybe not going to school all day and then playing a basketball game. So we'll see what happens.
What does Rich do that concerns you as a coach of ICS?
They're always physical, and you guys shoot the ball well. So, like I said, if we can play defense and box out and hold you guys to one shot per possession down, it'll be interesting. But like I said, your size and your aggressiveness speaks to how you guys play.
Anything else you want to touch on, Coach?
No, thanks for the time.
Ben Huline, head coach of the ICS Lions, thank you for your time. Good luck today with Rich.
All right, thanks so much. Have a good one.
Thanks, Coach. That's Ben Huline of the ICS Lions. We'll hear from Cody Lundgren when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Quality new or pre-owned vehicle. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Let the new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group try to help you. Call our credit hotline today and ask for Jeff or Dave to get pre-approved for your next vehicle. Call 307-789-3151 today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven. In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at MyLocalRadio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock, stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit MyLocalRadio.com today. Ryan Steineckert with Cody Lundgren of the Rich Rebels. Coach, you start Region 22 play 1-0. It might not have been pretty, but you got the job done last night at Tabby.
No, you know, and you're going to have games like that where they're not pretty, but you just got to do the things that get the W, and I thought the girls did that last night. I was proud of them.
Did you feel like you executed well? Were the shots just not falling? I mean, I know you expected a tough, tight game.
Yeah, it's always tough and tight there. You know, I felt like Tabiona did a good job at slowing us down and kind of controlling the tempo of the game. And, you know, at times I thought we executed very well, and at times our ball movement was kind of slow, and, you know, our penetration was not where we wanted it to be. So there's always some things that you can pick up from every game, and we'll learn from that, and we'll keep working on those things and keep getting to be a better team.
Were the girls feeling a lot of pressure, and with just a few seniors on the team, did that affect you?
Yeah, you know, a lot of the young girls on that squad right now, you know, they're athletic, but, you know, they haven't been in a lot of those region-type atmospheres yet. And I was proud, you know, they kept fighting and they never quit. But were we tense? Yeah, I think we were a little tense last night.
You built a 9-point lead midway through the fourth quarter. That disappeared in a hurry, but you held on for the win. What changed in that final couple of minutes for Tabiona?
Well, a lot of it was, you know, my game strategy was part of it. You know, we were up 9 points, I think, and with 2:05 or something like that left. And so we were going to hold the ball and make them foul us and put in free throws. But they didn't go in last night how we would like. But, you know, that's one thing we can learn from too. And if we're going to grow and mature as a team, it's all those little things that we have to get better at.
And if you can progress and learn that kind of stuff and win the game on the road in a big region showdown, that's a definite big bonus.
It's huge, you know. And last night we weren't hitting every free throw, but we were starting to get 1 or 2. And hopefully as the season progresses, we'll start hitting, you know, 2 or 3 or, you know 3 or 5 and just keep getting better. And once those free throws go down and momentum starts shifting back to us, then the game changes.
You've got another region game. This time you're at home. Will that take some weight off? Will the girls, coming off of last night, how do you think the girls will respond today against ICS?
I personally think the girls are going to come out and they're going to play hard and they're going to get after it. So I'm excited for tonight.
If they don't, they'd be out of character for these girls.
Yeah, you know, these girls, they like to play hard and they like to run, and that's what I expect out of them.
Do you know anything about ICS? What are you expecting from them, the Lions?
You know, I don't. Just stuff from last year and what I saw at the preview. I know they like to run a 1-2-2 defense, and they got some athletic, tall girls, and they play hard.
For you, do you relish the opportunity to see what a team does to start and make little adjustments on the fly as you go in the game?
Yeah, I like to, you know, and sometimes those adjustments work and sometimes they don't work out, but that's the fun part about the game, is just trying to figure out how to make those adjustments and react and get the girls going in the direction we need them to go.
Coach, anything else you want to touch on?
No, thanks, Ryan.
Congratulations on the win last night in region play. Good luck today with ICS.
Hey, thank you.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is Rich County's representative. As a mother and grandmother of Rich High graduates and current students, and a longtime resident of Randolph, Rolene is familiar with your needs and will work to provide you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a new car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Play hard and go Rebels.
Hello,
Hello, Miss Susan Siamese Cat.
Dr. Dog, I'm here because my perfectly shiny fur has lost its shimmer, and I don't have the energy I did as a kitten.
Miss Susan Siamese Cat, I recommend that you start taking the Feline Daily Multi-Chews from PetMinerals.com immediately. Your good health isn't a yarn.
According to the United States Census of 2010, the town of Randolph has a population of 464 people, and every one of us root for the Rich High Rebels.
Who slams it home?
Welcome to Randolph, Utah. We love being able to host the visiting teams, their coaches, their parents, and fans when Rich High has a home game. We love all of our visitors year-round and hope that you can take some time soon to come and visit us in our little slice of heaven, Randolph, Utah.
Some Butterfinger didn't bother to look, and your car goes crunch. Now it looks like the outside of a salted nut roll. People snicker as you drive down the road. Stop the laughter. Let the Three Musketeers at T-Bar-S Body Shop come to your rescue and fix your car. When you drive off, you'll feel like you're skipping across the Milky Way again. You'll think of Matt Rex as the big hunk who came to your rescue. Dents removed, glass chips repaired, and windshields replaced. T-Bar-S Body Shop and Glass Repair on County Road, across from the cemetery in Evanston. Sweet.
My records go back to the 2001-02 season. In that span, the Rebels on the town of Laketown Ledger against ICS. Rich 10-0. They beat them twice last year and beat them a couple of times in the playoffs in the 07-08 and 08-09 seasons. But Rich 10-0 against ICS. That's your town of Laketown Ledger, brought to you by the town of Laketown. Rich County Keys of the Game, brought to you by Rich County, Rebels with a championship cause. We'll talk about these a little bit more later, but Rich has to execute, play good perimeter D, and focus. There might be a tendency to just look past this team. They're 3-10, they're 0-1 in the region, got blown out by Manila last night. Rich cannot just look past ICS. They got to focus in and beat this team and execute. Those are your keys of the game, brought to you by Rich County, Rebels with a championship cause. The town of Woodruff starting lineups, brought to you by Mayor Scott Sabie, council members, and Secretary Lisa Bell. In the town of Woodruff, for the visiting ICS Lions, senior number 10, Anna Florell, freshman number 11, Morgan Zandberg, a junior number 23, Marissa Brugman, senior number 24, Rebecca Mylar, leading the team at almost 12 points a game, and senior number 40, Emma Clement. For the Rebels, it's sophomore number 1, McKenna Stacy, junior number 5, Allie Wallentyne, senior number 15, Fallon Johnson, a senior number 25, Lauren Thompson, and junior number 32, Sydney Hatch. Those are your Rebel starters, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Sabie, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson with Secretary Lisa Bell. Just about to get underway. Again, keys of the game presented by Rich County, Rebels with a championship cause. And this is your Sabie Trucking opening tip-off, presented by Scott and Diana Sabie. That's Sabie Trucking. And looks like it'll be Morgan Zandberg, a freshman, against junior Sydney Hatch. Hatch has the height advantage. Zandberg quick, and she's got some hops. We saw those in the volleyball season, but Hatch gets up there quicker and wins the tip back to the Rebels. Rich attacking first quarter, left to right at mylocalradio.com as we are underway at Rich High School. Left corner, Wallentyne for the three. That's off the side of the glass. It looked like it was on a good line and the right distance, but just caught the edge of the window out of bounds to the Lions. ICS looking to inbound against some Rebel full court pressure. They get it in. Zandberg pushes up the right side, misses the shot. Well contested, perfect defense by Sydney Hatch, and Allie Wallentyne has the Rebel rebound. Wallentyne up to the right side, tries to shoot. She's stuffed. Emma Clement with the block, and the Lions go the other way, but turn it over. Rebels with a station in Randolph Steel. Coach Lundgren calls the play, and Wallentyne. The Rebels in the home whites, ICS in the road blacks. In the JV game for the girls, the Rebels won big. Stacy, three from the left corner, misses. Offensive rebound, no. Into the hands it goes of Rebecca Mylar. And the Lions will, again, have the first chance to score with just about a minute gone by. Drive and a pull-up jumper from the right angle. Florell misses, but the offensive rebound, Emma Clement puts it up and in. And the Lions lead 2-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Wallentyne fires it in, looking for Hatch. It's deflected. It goes off of Hatch and out of bounds. The Rebels down early in this one. Long pass up ahead. Zandberg to the hoop and misses a little too strong over the top. Offensive rebound by Marissa Brugman. She'll turn and shoot and miss, and a fight for the rebound. Stacy had position. She's fouled on the rebound attempt. And Morgan Zandberg picks up her first. Give Stacy the rebound there. Rebels, slow start. We've seen them outscore their opponents in the last 8 games. They've outscored their opponents by an average of about 29-18. Now, that didn't occur last night as they were outscored by, well, they did outscore Tabiona, but just 12-10 in the fourth quarter. Long pass across the top. It's saved, or deflected, and then saved by Emma Clement. Rebels with 2 turnovers on 3 possessions. Stacy chasing Florell from behind, but Anna maintains possession. Right side, Hatch with the stuff, but she blocked, or got the Emma Clement with the body. Got her on the arm is what the official says, so Sydney Hatch picks up her first, and the Lions have a chance to extend their early lead. At the line, Emma Clement. And the Rebel girls won the JV game 45-21. Really pulled away in the second half. It was fairly close, about a 10-point lead at the half, and then Rich won by 24. In the boys game, same story. It was about a 3 or 4 point lead for the boys at the half, but then Rich pulled away and won 67-42. Clement missed the first, swishes the second through, and the Lions lead 3-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich pushes up the right side. Working around, Wallenstein, left wing 3. Yes, that one drops down through. And we're tied at 3 following that T7 Propane and Woodruff three-pointer. Wallenstein with her first bucket and the Rebels' first field goal of the game. 2 minutes, just more than 2 minutes in. Around the top of the arc goes Florell. She'll stop and cut, floats it up from inside the paint, misses, and Brugman had the rebound, poked away by Stacy, but last touched Brugman. Rebel basketball. 5:41 left in the first. We're tied at 3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Make sure to stay tuned tonight. It's Rebel girls followed by the Rebel boys. Rich win last night at Tabby. Stacy fakes the shot from the corner, drives, floats, and misses short. Rebound tipped out. Wallenstein picks it up on the right wing. Allie with her second rebound of the game already. Wallenstein, or give right corner to Stacy, is poked away by Clement, and Rich has the basketball. Inbound from the right sideline, a Crawford Trough in Randolph inbound play. Stacy, right corner, back to Wallenstein, and Allie dribbles up toward the top, skips it across left wing to Lauren Thompson into the left corner. Stacy looks inside. Johnson was posted up. They get it to Hatch at the free throw line. Her shot stuffed by Anna Florell, and then she chases it down in front of a Rebel. Dribble to the free throw line. Brugman back to Florell at the top of the key. Rebels in a man-to-man defense and tied up at 3. Help defense comes as Florell dribbles to her right. Then she'll dish off. Zandberg pulls up and misses a little too strong off the window. Sydney Hatch with the rebound. Rebels push up ahead. Inside entry pass picked off. Rebel third turnover of the first quarter already. Rebels forcing the issue, forcing things, and getting some turnovers. 3 minutes in, 3 turnovers for Rich. Across the top, Zandberg dribbles to her right. Morgan, a big part of ICS's, one of their best finishes in volleyball in a number of years. They finished 3rd. Brugman in the lane, high off the window, misses. Hatch tips it, but Clement pulls it in. She misses her putback, and there's McKenna Stacy for the rebound. Rebels push up, and Thompson trying to go to the baseline. Drives toward the hoop. She's fouled with the body. Anna Florell, the guilty party, putting Lauren Thompson at the line to shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Midway through the first, we're tied at 3. Rebels have a field goal. Lions have a field goal and a free throw. Lauren comes in, a 57% free throw shooter for the season. She'll get 2 shots here. First one is short, but finds its way over the top and down through. Lauren last night had 8 points, and Rebels needed every single one of those to earn the win, 25-24 at Tabiona in Region 22 play. Rich improved to 11-2 with the win, 1-0 in the region. Tigers dropped to 4-9 and 0-1 in the region. Thompson swishes the second Bear Lake Realty free throw through, and Rich is on top by 2. First lead of the game for the Rebels. Thompson fighting for it, pokes it away, maybe got away with a bump and a foul, but the ball out of bounds, and the Lions turn it over for a second time in the game. Stacy across the timeline. Thompson finds a lane, drives, misses the finish, but she's fouled. And Lauren will go to the line and shoot 2 more. Thompson, she's had a nice run of the last few games. She scored 5 points, had 5 assists and several rebounds in the win over Kemmer. Then against Cokeville last week, 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. And last night led the way with 8 points for Rich. Timeout on the court. We'll take a quick one as well. Brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
At Jensen Wood Motor, it's our goal to make sure every customer is a repeat customer. The way we do that, our customers are our friends.
It's our job to help you find what you're looking for at the best possible price. It's always good to know that your salesman is working for you.
We understand that life happens. Sometimes credit isn't perfect. We work hard to find financing options that work best for you.
Stop by today and let's see what we can do for you. Jensen Wood Motors in Montpelier, Idaho.
Coming out of that Comprehensive Family Dental timeout, Lauren Thompson at the line shooting 2. Misses this one off the right side. Lauren will get a second one. Rich leads 5-3. A 3-point basket by Allie Wallenstein and 2 free throws by Lauren Thompson. Takes her time, eyes the target, misses a little bit long, and Emma Clement has the rebound for the Lions. They're attacking right to left, pick and roll. Clement, one dribble, floats it up, misses over the top. Brugman, offensive rebound, misses on the putback. Rebound tipped up, Brugman has it, but she fouled Stacy. She turns, looks, goes, I don't know what I did. Brugman with the foul. 4 fouls on the Lions. Rebels with just 1 team foul. And an ICS fan not happy about that early on here. 3:36 left in the first. Rich on top by 2. Wallenstein on the left wing, up top to Stacy, working around. Sage Tingy drives, but cut off at the baseline, a 2-3 zone. Stacy drives, he's sandwiched between 3 players, gets bumped and loses the ball across the key. 4th turnover of the quarter for Rich, just more than 4 minutes in. So that's 4 shot opportunities missed. Florell skips it across to Zandberg on the right wing. Rebels look like they've switched into a 2-3 zone. Just a kind of a modified zone. And Clement drives and misses. Sage Tingy with the Rebel rebound. That's her first of the game. Tingy up across the timeline. Stops and kicks it back out to Wallenstein. Tigers shut the Rebels down last night in a 2-3 zone defense. And it looks like ICS taking a play out of the Tigers playbook. Nice pass. McKenna Stacy drives in, then floats a pass to Sydney Hatch, who finishes on the right block. 7-3. Rich on top. Beautiful play. Early candidate for the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Stacy with the dime to Hatch. Tingy steps in, steals one away from behind. Stacy goes to the other end, steps through, lays it up and in with the right hand. It rattles home off the glass. 9-3. Rebels on a 9-0 run after ICS took a 3-0 lead early on. Florell finds a step in the lane, stops, floats it up. Great defense by Hatch. She just got in the way. Stacy with the Rebel rebound. McKenna long pass ahead to Thompson. Lauren across the lane. Hatch with the left hand misses just short. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Can't get that to go, and the rebound poked away from her. So Sydney Hatch with a couple of offensive rebounds. And into the game comes Eliana Brown. Hatch contested several shots and forced misses defensively. She started out well. Inbound to Stacy, and McKenna starts to dribble. She's bumped, and that's a 5th ICS team foul. This one charged to, I think, Melissa Brugman, which would be her 2nd, if indeed the foul is on her. No, it's her 3rd. My goodness, I missed one. Into the game comes Lucy Cole, a freshman, as Brugman has 3 fouls. Left corner, Stacy has the time, misses just barely on the 3-point shot attempt. Emma Clement with the rebound, her 4th already of the game. First quarter, Rebels on top, 9-3 on the Stacy's repair scoreboard. Florell dribbles left, double team comes, she'll bounce up top. Thompson poked it away, but Zandberg comes up with the loose ball. To Clement in the corner. She'll dribble toward the free throw line, then kick it out, and then to Florell. Long 3 is short, and the rebound, Eliana Brown tips it into the middle. A little scrum for it. 4 players going after it, and a travel. Lauren Thompson had possession, but couldn't keep her feet, and not enough of a contestation on the possession from ICS. Rebels turn it over for a 5th time. Give Thompson the defensive rebound. Anna Florell to inbound for the Lions. And a bit of a delay here as one of the Lions has to take care of some wardrobe issues. Emma Clement. I know. Lynn Weston running the camera. He made a good decision to not put the camera on Emma, who dropped her drawers for a minute, removed something, and then pulled them back up and ran back on the court. Inbound to Zandberg. She'll hand off left side. Getting away with the travel, Rebecca Mylar, who hasn't shot the ball yet. Averages 12 points a game. Pass up top toward Cole, and the Rebels foul. And I think it's Eliana Brown who just checked into the game, committing her first personal foul. Rebels second team foul to the Lions 5 here in the first. Clement to inbound. No, that was Florell inbounding to Clement. Emma fakes a shot, tries to drive. Sage stays right with her in an offensive foul. Tough call for an offensive and for the opponent to deal with, but that's fantastic defense, and I think that's the right call. So Clement picks up her first. Great defense by Sage Tingey. Just beat Florell to the spot, or Clement to the spot. And that's how you play defense right there, boys and girls. Sage Tingey fakes a shot, dribbles free throw line, kicks it left corner. Stacy long two, pulls up just short, rebound tipped, and Lauren chases it down on the baseline, out of bounds to the Lions. Good hustle for that loose ball. 40.9 seconds left in the first. Rebels on top, 9-3. Rich applying some pressure. Clement gives it back to Florell. Anna across the timeline. Mylar drives, free throw line, floats it up short. Eliana Brown is there, but it's through her hands and picked up by the Lions. They'll kick it back to Zandberg, who misses the shot, and McKenna Stacy pulls down a Rebel rebound. Rebels drive and dish. Thompson from the corner misses off the glass. Rebound knocked around off of Sage Tingey. It goes to ICS. 11.7 seconds left to go. Rebels have shot about 6 times from that left corner. They've missed all of them. Maybe find a different spot to shoot from. J.C. Cornea deflects a pass away from Zandberg out of bounds to Coach Calder on the bench. Clement inbounds. Florell to the top of the key. Starts left, goes right. J.C. Cornea defending, and Florell puts the shot up off the window and in. Rebels inbound. Stacy launches it after the buzzer. Misses wide left. Florell gets the points just before the end of the quarter. And the Rebels lead by 4 at the end of one. 9-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. We'll take a quick break and be back with second quarter action right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Berg Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
They came out of that quarter break real quick. Stacy stole the inbound pass, took it the other way to the hoop and finished. Then she comes up with another steal, pressuring all the way up the floor. Lions fans wanted a foul there as Stacy defended all the way up court. Rich leads 11-5. McKenna Stacy with 4 points. Brown drops it inside looking for Cornea. Ball poked away and out of bounds for Rebel basketball. Crawford Trop inbound play, place to eat and drink. The Crawford Trop, they're open Thursdays through Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tingey inbounds up top. Stacy, there was a double screen there, couldn't get the three off. Brown kicks it back outside to Lauren Thompson, short on the three from the left wing, and Emma Clement pulls down her 5th rebound of the game. She's been big on the boards already. Florell up across the timeline, attacking left, to her left as the Lions go right to left. Zandberg dribbles through the defense and floats it up from 10 feet on the right side and hits it, swishes it through. 11-7. Rebel lead is 4. Tingy at the top of the key. Rebels don't look quite like they have the intense focus like they had last night. Coach Lundgren asks for and finally gets a timeout. Brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. We'll take a quick one as well here on KDQ.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Fallon Johnson, and you're tuned in to Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, and mylocalradio.com.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Rebels struggling early on here, but leading 11-7 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. They didn't shoot the ball well last night at Taviona and escaped with a 1-point victory. They have not shot the ball well so far tonight. And add to that 6 turnovers here in the first half. Rich on top by 4. Lawrence Thompson, Sage Tingy, McKenna Stacy, Eliana Brown, and J.C. Cornea. Brown dishes off to Cornea, who misses from the right block. She was fouled and will head to shoot 2 at the line. J.C. Cornea this season, 50% free throw shooter. Last night, I think 0 for 2 at Tabby. 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws coming for Cornea. J.C.'s first doesn't go short. Front of the rim, bounce to the right side, just missed. Wallenstein will check in. Lauren Thompson checks out of the game. 2 points, couple of rebounds. Rebel boys basketball coming up after this one tonight. Rebel girls leading by 4, looking to make it 5. J.C. Cornea at the line, gets this one with a swish. 12-7, Rich up by 5. Florell across the timeline. Right to left if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Hands to Zandberg. 3-man weave around the top of the arc, and Zandberg throws it away. She was looking for a teammate, and Rich, J.C. Cornea, comes up with the steal. Rebels go down quickly to the other end, and Eliana Brown finishes on the left wing. Ellie with her first bucket. 14-7, Rich on top on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Rebels doubling up the Lions by a touchdown. Out on the left wing, a foul on the Rebels. Caused what looked like a travel for Lucy Cole, but she traveled because of the contact. So Wallenstein picks up her first. Rebel 4th team foul. Cornea reaches in, pokes one away from the Lions, but out of bounds off of JC, and the Lions will inbound again from the sideline. Florell to inbound. ICS goes back door, and McKenna Stacy reaches in front, picks it off, her 3rd station in Randolph steal of the quarter. McKenna gives it left wing. Wallenstein, another triple. Brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff, and the Rebels lead by 10. Coach Ben Huline asks for and takes a timeout. We'll take a Comprehensive Family Dental timeout as well. With just under 6 left in the second, Rebels up by 10 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Taylor McKinnon with live coverage of Rich High basketball action on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Teams come quickly out of the Comprehensive Family Dental timeout. Forel drives around, draws a double team, dishes off, high off the window. The shot goes in for Lucy Cole. Rebels push back the other way, go inside. J.C. Cornea is hammered, misses the shot, but Rebels get the offensive board. Cornea makes good this time, hits the basket, and she's fouled. J.C. with the finish and the foul and a chance at a 3-point play. Maybe I should rephrase. Should I switch the foul and the finish, or is it the finish and the foul? I guess it's ambiguous. It could go either way. The foul in the finish. J.C. Cornea at the line. Completes the three-point play. J.C. has hit her last 2 free throws in a row with perfect swishes. And the Rebels lead 20-9. There's an early candidate for your McKay Frankham Dental Services precision play of the game. J.C. fouled, finishes, and now Cornea jump ball. Great defense inside as Clement tried to drive. And Cornea gets 2 hands on it. Good strong hands by J.C. And it's a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Rebels lead by 11, 20-9 with 5:09 left in the second. Tingy on the right wing. Sage looks right, nothing there. Goes left. Free throw line. Hatch kicks it back outside. Working around left corner to Stacy. McKenna drives baseline, dishes back into the middle. Rich works it around. Wallenstein left wing 3 is short. Rebound out to the corner, and Mylar pulls it in. The senior will dribble it up across the timeline. Up toward Cole. J.C. Cornea pokes it away out of bounds. 4:48 left in the second. Fallon Johnson checks into the game. Fallon got the start. Has started every game this season. Senior, 3 seniors on the team. The 2 that start is Lauren Thompson and Fallon Johnson. Taylor McKinnon comes off the bench. High screen. Zandberg follows it to the baseline, and Fallon Johnson with perfect help defense goes straight up and contests the shot on the drive by Zandberg. Rebels the other way. Wallenstein dribbles off her own foot after a bit of contact, and the Rebels turn it over for a 7th time. The contact caused her to kind of go off balance and just dribble it off her own foot out of bounds. Emma Clement to inbound. Rebels applying some full court pressure. Go to Florell, back to Clement, again to Florell on the right side. Up ahead quickly to Zandberg. She'll dribble to her left. Great defense again by Fallon Johnson, moving her feet, getting her hands in the air. Lions work it around to Cole on the right baseline. She'll try to kick it back out, and Allie Wallenstein with a station in Randolph steal. Quickly up ahead, Stacy on the right wing, looks inside, nothing there. Hatch works it around to Wallenstein, fires inside to Johnson, back outside. AWOL resets the offense with 4:01 left in the second. The Rebels on top by 11. Tingy looks left side. Wallenstein not seeing anything. Dribbles a couple of times to Tingy. Long 2 from the right angle. Misses over the top. Stacy the offensive rebound. Pulls it away from the D. Shoots and misses, but she's fouled. McKenna, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 4 points. And to the free throw line, she goes to shoot 2. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. McKenna's first free throw is in. Rebels Puckstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game is the one thing we're looking for today. Brought to you by Darren and Carrie, who thank you for your support and your help. And they're going to rebuild and be back with Puckstone Sporting Goods. Stacy misses the second free throw. It rattles and pops out. Scoreboard blew the horn in case because Rich wanted to send in a substitute. The official will stop the play and allow ICS to inbound and Rich to get the substitute in. That's McKenna Stacy who checks out. Lauren Thompson into the game. She's tasked with defending Mylar and just defending to keep her from even getting the basketball. Drive by Florell to the left side. She misses short, and Sydney Hatch with the Rebel rebound. Rich quickly up court and deflected by Clement. I thought Fallon Johnson may have touched it off a fingertip. ICS fans thought the same, but the ball goes to Rich. Tingy from the sideline of the Crawford Trough inbound play. She'll go to Hatch up top. Quickly around Lauren Thompson. Lauren bounces inside. Fallon with her back to the basket. Kicks it back up top to Tingy. Sage starts to drive, but the defense got out on her. ICS still in a 2-3 zone defense. Maybe a 1-2-2. Those wing defenders are really coming out high. ICS came up with the basketball. Rich takes it back. They go to Wallenstein, driving the baseline, floats it up, misses, but she was fouled by Anna Florell. Anna picks up a second foul and give Fallon Johnson a takeaway. Allie Wallenstein goes to the line to shoot 2. Wall ball, spins it after a couple of dribbles. Eyes the target, shoots, and hits with a swish. Allie this season, 50% free throw shooter. Went 1 for 2 last night at Tabiona. Has 7 in the game, looking to make it 8, and she does not. Back of the iron, Fallon Johnson goes up and pulls down a Rebel rebound on the offensive glass. And Rich has another chance to extend the lead, 22-9, Rebels on top. 2:52 left in the second, long skip pass to Wallenstein, then to Tingy. She'll step into a left wing 3 and miss too long. Lauren Thompson steps in front of Zandberg, rips the rebound away, and then she travels. All kinds of contestation as Lauren pulled down the rebound. She couldn't believe or doesn't understand the traveling call. She definitely did move her feet, but I don't think she had possession when the feet moved. Inbound, Clement to Mylar across the timeline. Rebels defending. Mylar fakes right, goes left. Quick jumper, misses over the top. Wallenstein pokes the ball away from Cole and into the hands of Sydney Hatch for the Rebel rebound. Quickly up ahead to Lauren Thompson. Kicks it back outside. Hatch, right wing to AWOL. She'll look left, dribble right, and get bumped, hip checked by Morgan Zandberg, who picks up her second, 10th team foul on the ICS Lions. Will put Wallenstein at the line to shoot 2. ICS fans not happy about the foul count, 10-4. Rebels with 14 fouls, the Lions with 10. Wallenstein's first free throw, swishes through. On her last trip, she swished the first one through. Maybe 11 team fouls on ICS. Either way, they have fouled more, have been called a lot more as well. Allie, second free throw. This one a bit long, back iron, and the rebound out to Mylar, but Fallon Johnson pokes it away into the hands of Wallenstein, and Rich with another offensive rebound, or second chance point opportunity, 23-9. Rebels haven't hit a field goal in a while, 4 straight points on free throws. Their last field goal was a three-pointer by the three-point play the old-fashioned way by J.C. Cornea. Wallenstein open for another triple, and she hits it. T7 Propane and Woodruff three-point basket. Wallenstein with her third triple of the first half. And Rich leads by 17, 26-9 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Florell into the lane, floats it up, misses wide right. Clement with the offensive board. Putback is in from the right block, 26-11. Wallenstein up to Lauren Thompson. She'll drive baseline. Shot blocked by Clement and a late whistle. Clement had the left hand blocked the shot. The right hand came in and pushed Thompson with the body is what I saw, but the official says that she got her on the arm, and Thompson goes to the line to shoot 2. ICS fans don't like the call. Clement just picked up her third. The Lions are in a bit of foul trouble. Brugman has not played since about 2 minutes in the first quarter. She picked up 3 fouls. Emma Clement just picked up her third. Thompson swishes the first one through. And Lauren's 6th free throw of the first half. Misses wide right. Well, Taylor McKinnon fighting for the rebound. Tipped it out of bounds to ICS as she fought for it. 27-11. Rebels on top by 16. Going to run a half-court trap. Florell tries to beat it herself with the dribble. Dribbles to the sideline, and a foul with the body on Sage Tingy. ICS fans give a bit of mock applause as the foul finally comes against a Rebel. I think in their minds is what that applause was for. Florell inbounds to Zandberg. Rebels stay in the man-to-man defense. Tingy on Zandberg. She'll dribble to her left. Fallon help defense. Zandberg drives all the way to the hoop and misses. Allie Wallenstein with the Rebel rebound, her 4th of the game. Wallenstein drives up to the right side. Johnson setting the screen. Wallenstein fires across the lane into the hands of ICS. On the floor, Florell, and Coach Ben Huline gets a timeout. Great hustle by the Lions, and with 1:08 left in the first half, Rebels leading 27-11 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. We'll keep it right here during this comprehensive family dental timeout, and thank one of our sponsors, Bear Lake Realty. If you're looking for beachfront or room with a view, secluded mountain retreat, maybe any number of timeshare options. Another option, buy a home, rent it out so it pays for itself. You can enjoy it some of the time as well, and pretty soon you've got a home in beautiful Bear Lake area. Call Bear Lake Realty, Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City to learn how. 435-946-8888. That's 435-946-8888. Rebel fans over across the way, a full house tonight to straight across and to our left. Good contingent of ICS fans here tonight as well. And I'm sure they're here for the girls and the boys games. They'll support their Lions, who boys team having a great season, but lost last night at Manila. Pretty bad loss for the Lions. We'll tell you more about that during our boys coverage. Currently the girls leading by 16 points, 27-11 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Florell weaves through traffic and then loses it. Rebels touched it last as it goes out to the Lions. Lions between the legs of a Rebel fan. Inbound to Zandberg. She'll dribble left. Stacy with her. Stops, hesitates, dribbles more to her left. Rebels switch on the screen, and Fallon Johnson was on Zandberg for a bit. Florell with 50 seconds left here in the first half. Dribbles left, she's cut off there, dribbles back to her right, loses possession. Well, lost control of the dribble, but maintained possession of the ball. Cole down on the baseline, in some trouble. Double team comes, and she finally gets it away to Clement in the corner, who misses the shot over the top. Allie Wallenstein with a Rebel rebound, and it's poked away by Florell out of bounds. Rebel basketball with 31.5 left to go. First half, and the Rich Rebels on top, 27-11. Lions lost last night at Manila, 62-35. Stacy drives the baseline, loses it, then skips it across to Wallenstein in the left corner. Allie drives, floats, and misses just barely. It rattled out. Emma Clement with a great box out, pulls down the rebound. Up ahead to Mylar. She'll give to Zandberg, drives, and she's fouled from the left block. McKinnon and Wallenstein both there on defense. And it's McKinnon, the guilty party, that sends Morgan Zandberg to the line. Zandberg averages 8 points a game. She has yet to score in this one and misses off the back iron on the free throw. Second attempt coming, a horn. They're looking, is somebody subbing in? No, nothing. 7.8 seconds left in the first half, and the Rebels on top. Zandberg to attempt a second free throw, and this one rattles and drops down through. Rebels pushing. Wallenstein up the right side. Gives to Thompson. Right corner. Open three. Just long. Rebound comes down. And Taylor McKinnon rips it away from Emma Clement at the buzzer. We'll give McKinnon the rebound. And Rebels lead by 15 at the end of the first half. 27-12 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout. We've got some Town of Randolph highlights coming up during our halftime show on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar-S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar-S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on MyLocalRadio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
When you have your vehicle serviced by the experienced, certified technicians at Rocky Mountain Yeti, you'll have a legendary experience. With a comfortable customer waiting area, you can watch the big screen television or use the free Wi-Fi while you enjoy free hot waffles with ice cream. Our professional technicians work on all makes and models and handle everything from routine service to major repair. Stop in today, 100 Wasatch Road, Evanston. Visit www.yetiauto.group. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven. Welcome back to the halftime show where the Rebels lead 27-12 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. 11 points from Allie Wallenstein in the first half. McKenna Stacy with 5, 4 from J.C. Cornea. Lions were led by Emma Clement's 5 and Anna Florell's 4, and Rich out to a 15-point lead. Not surprising to see this kind of defensive effort from Rich, holding ICS to just 12 in the first half. We'll tell you more about the first half when we return. Some Town of Randolph first half highlights right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
According to the United States Census of 2010, the town of Randolph has a population of 464 people, and every one of us root for the Rich High Rebels.
Who slams it home?
Welcome to Randolph, Utah. We love being able to host the visiting teams, their coaches, their parents, and fans when Rich High has a home game. We love all of our visitors year-round and hope that you can take some time soon to come and visit us in our little slice of heaven, Randolph, Utah.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
(27-12) at the half. Rebels lead by 15. First grade cheerleaders performing here at the half. Shake, shake, shake it up. Rebels, after a 25-24 win last night at Tabiona, it's a different intensity tonight against ICS. And Allie Wallenstein with a great first half, hit 3 3-point baskets. Rich struggling from the free throw line, just over 50%, but I guess that's about their season average. They come in shooting 53% as a team, and boy, last night just 47%. So maybe just above 50%. Got to be happy with. And I guess you don't get too picky about free throw shooting percentage when your defense has held your opponent to 12 points in the first half and you lead by 15. ICS, one of their leading scorers, Marissa Brugman, or leading rebounders, Marissa Brugman, 3 early fouls, and we didn't see her for about 12 of the first 16 minutes of the game. Emma Clement with 3 fouls as well, and she leads the team with 5 points. Some first half highlights are brought to you by the Town of Randolph. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board member Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. Rich, quite frankly, I expected maybe a little more offense, but didn't expect much different as far as an outcome in this game. Rebels on paper look like the better team, and coming into the game with a lead, again 27-12 at the half. First half highlights are brought to you by the Town of Randolph. We got to go off the air for just hopefully 15 or 30 seconds at the most. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of our halftime show in the Epic Recreation third quarter, but we got to take just a quick moment of silence to try and get some technical issues figured out. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Dr. Dog. The other day, I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advance from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advance from PetMinerals.com today.
When you hit the bullseye playing darts, it's a great thing. When a rock hits your windshield and creates a bullseye, it's a bad thing. A small bullseye in your windshield can grow into a monster crack that covers the whole window. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston fixes rock chips. If the rock chip in your windshield has already grown into a giant crack, T-Bar Body Shop can fix that too. When it comes to window repair or replacement, make sure you always hit the bullseye. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call us today, 789-2639.
Engaging youth to reach their fullest potential while advancing the field of youth development. That is 4-H. Helping young people develop citizenship, leadership, responsibility, and life skills. That is 4-H. Nearly 6 million active participants, more than 25 million alumni worldwide. 4-H members strive to make the best better, and they learn by doing. Find out more about 4-H in Rich County by calling the 4-H office in the county building in Randolph. Agriculture, citizenship, healthy living, science, engineering, and technology. That is 4-H.
Welcome back to the halftime show. Rebels out of the locker room warming up. ICS took a little extra time, a little more time, not extra, but they're back out warming up as well. They've got a few players in foul trouble, so we'll see how things go in the second half. Rebels with 27 points in that first half. The rich high-scoring output of the season was 54 in the win over Star Valley. Or no, the win over Kemmer. They scored 55 in the win over Bear Lake, 51 in the win over West Side. 55, that win over Bear Lake is their high-scoring output. I'd expect Rich to probably keep the foot on the gas for the third quarter and then maybe let up a little bit in the fourth, depending on how the third quarter goes. But again, the focus still has to be there. The Rebels have got to execute and maintain that focus here. This is a region game, and I'd hate to get beat, especially here at home against a region opponent. Rebels need to improve to 2-0 in the region because, you know, both the way that Manila beat ICS last night, Manila is going to be a team to contend with, and they can score points like crazy. They scored 67 last week in a loss against Farson Eden. Manila also scored 62 last night in the win over Intermountain Christian. So the Rebels will have to be ready to take on Manila, and what I'm getting at is you got to win region games. That's important, and so Rich has got to keep that focus and win tonight. ICS with the basketball to start our Epic Recreation third quarter. To the left wing, Rebecca Mylar receives, then bounces back up top. Zandberg drives, cut off there. Mylar with a dribble up over her head. Not called for the carry, but ball don't lie. The pass deflected, and the Rebels come up with a station in Randolph Seal. I've never seen a dribble that high not be called. Rebels work it around nicely. Lauren Thompson, backdoor cut. Stacy finds her for the two, and Rich leads 29-12 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Across the timeline comes Florell. Good ball handler. Anna looks right, gives to Mylar. Rebels' strategy in the first half was just deny the pass. She shoots. It's partially blocked by Lauren Thompson, and Allie Wallenstein comes down with the Rebel rebound. Allie had 5 rebounds in the first half, so she's got 6 in the ball game. Stacy left wing to Thompson. Lauren, Stacy quickly to the right corner. Wallenstein left open. She'll fire away and hit it. Allie Wallenstein with her 4th T7 Propane and Woodruff triple of the game, and Rich pushes the lead from 15 out to 20 to start this third quarter. A 5-0 Rebel run, 32-12. Stacy defending high on Florell. Looks away. Florell tries to take advantage but loses the dribble. She keeps possession of the ball. Dribbles right, pulls up from the right elbow and hits it. Rattles home. Anna Florell with 6 points in the contest. 32-14. Rebels push but then slow it down. Good job by ICS to get back with their 1-2-2 zone defense. Thompson, right wing to Stacy, left wing 3, got it, swish! McKenna Stacy with her first T7 Propane and Woodruff triple of the ball game, and Rich back up by 21, biggest lead of the ball game so far. 6:11 left in the Epic Recreation third. Mylar picks up the dribble, gives to Zandberg, free throw line, turnaround jumper, high off the iron, and rattles around and pops out. Sydney Hatch with the Rebel rebound, gives to Stacy. McKenna pushing up, floats, got by the defense, floats it up and in from about 6 feet out. Nice soft touch on the floater, and Rich is up by 23, 37-14. Coach Ben Huline calls for a timeout. We'll take one as well, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
What are 2 words that tell the world you had the best time ever? Epic Recreation. That's right. Nothing else compares, and you do it all again. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at Bear Lake. Open year-round, Epic Recreation has everything you need: boats, Sea-Doos, paddleboards, kayaks, UTVs, and more. When you want to have an epic vacation at Bear Lake, remember, epic recreation equals epic fun. Visit epicrecreation.net.
Welcome back to Randolph Rich High School, where the Rebels lead 37-14. Rich had a 15-point lead to start the third quarter, and the Rebels have gone on a 10-2 run to start this third. A big part of that, Allie Wallenstein hit a three, McKenna Stacy hit a three. Those three-point shots are brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff for all your propane needs. 435-793-4208. Rebels attacking a little bit better as well against this 2-3 zone, or this 1-2-2 zone, and that's one of the keys. Two keys to beating a zone: work it around quickly, hit shots from outside, or attack, penetrate and dish. Missed shot, offensive rebound. Cole underneath, misses again. She was partially blocked, and Fallon Johnson comes up with the loose ball. Give Lucy Cole the offensive rebound. Rebels go the other way. Allie Wallenstein, perfect screen by Sydney Hatch. She just screened off the defense, and Allie finished on the left side with the drive. 39-14. Give the assist to Sydney Hatch on that drive by Wallenstein. It doesn't go in the book as an assist, but I'd love to see some kind of statistic for screens that lead to baskets. That's as good as an assist right there. And again, credit Sydney Hatch. Florell with a drive. Hatch stuffs it. Sydney Hatch having a great couple of series. That's her second block of the game. Rebels come up with the loose ball. Wallenstein heading up court, and Clement reaches in and fouls her across the body. Not a smart foul by Clement. That's her fourth personal. 39-14. Rebels on top, and Marissa Brugman will check back in. Clement checks out with 4. Brugman in with 3 personal fouls. 4:55 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Thompson finds Hatch inside. She'll turn, shoot, miss. Johnson saves it to Thompson in the key. She'll wrap around the pass to Sydney Hatch, who finishes. Rebels attacking in this third quarter. And Fallon Johnson all over the court. What a hustle by Johnson to save that rebound and give Rich another opportunity. Fallon Johnson with a steal. The pass was deflected up top by Stacy, and Fallon comes up with a loose ball. A Station and Randolph steal to Stacy, left wing 3. Little short. Thompson chases down the offensive rebound in the corner. She'll drive, dish off again to Hatch, and Sydney travels. She got caught up underneath. Not enough for a jump ball, but enough to travel. Shuffle the feet a little bit. Rich, 41-14. With 4:14 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Up ahead to Zandberg. Shot by Brugman, and Hatch with another block. Sydney comes down with the ball as well. Up ahead, Wallenstein on the left wing. Another screen, this time by Fallon Johnson, and that leads Wallenstein for the layup. Easy 2, and Rich pushes out 43-14 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Laugh because Casey Johnson, the IT man for Rich County School District, I've been working with him a bit, especially recently, the last couple of home games, to get internet working better. And Rebels poke the ball away, and Wallenstein comes up with it. She rips it away from the defense, passes ahead to Stacy. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Stacy skips it left corner. Thompson for 3, misses over the top. Rebound tipped into the hands of Zandberg. Morgan pushes up court, stops at the free throw line, and she's fouled. Thompson trying to block the shot. Lauren will pick up the foul. So the internet on Thursday, so Casey has set up a guest network, and I've had issues running my stream on that guest network. On Thursday, Logan Staley helped me connect to the staff network, which Casey Johnson says is the same network, so there's no reason it should be any different. But the staff network provided a perfect network to stream on Thursday. Tonight, the guest network wasn't working. Casey says same network, but I guess you can try. So I try the staff network, and it's working perfectly right now, knock on wood. Zandberg hits 1 of 2. She switched the second one through, 43-15. So I'm starting to really take a liking to this staff network. And I tell Casey, let's just set up a username for me and a password. I can use the staff network because it seems to work well. And he texts me and says, you better tell your wife about this love affair you have with that staff network. I guess I better. Rebels working around. Told Lauren Thompson down on the left block. She's fouled as she shoots. Lauren goes to the line. She'll shoot 2. Couple of Bear Lake Realty free throws coming. That was a long story. I apologize. We missed so much of the action. Rebels on top 43-15. Zandberg with 2 points in the game. She averages 8. The Rebels have kept her to just 2 free throws. Lauren Thompson misses the free throw. For her sake, that's all I'm going to tell you. She missed it. Lauren misses the first, back of the iron on the second. Rebound tipped out and into the hands of Anna Florell. She's got 2 rebounds on the day with her 6 points. 2 misses at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line for Rich. Cole on the right wing has it. Rebels man-to-man defense. That's what they've done almost exclusively this year. Tingy reaches in on Zandberg. Can't poke the ball away. Drive on the baseline. Florell throws a wild one up, and Kendall Staple has a Rebel rebound. Kendall turns and runs. She's not one to slow things down. Another perfect screen by Hatch, and this time it's Tingy with the finish on the left side. Sydney Hatch has become an artist in this game tonight on setting those screens that frees up the lane for the drive. And again, I wish we'd had a statistic for when you set that screen that leads to a basket. Hatch would have 2 or 3 of those in this one. Free throw line jumper from the left elbow. Missed. Hatch with the rebound. Brugman just picked up her 4th, contesting Sydney Hatch's rebound. I've got Hatch with 3, 4, 5, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks, and a couple of screen assists. Hatch checks out of the ball game. She's got just 4 points, but she's doing so much other good stuff tonight. 2:05 and the Rebels lead by 30. 45-15 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Rich has been excellent this season in the second half. Cornea give and go to Stacey, who misses. She shot with her right hand on the left side, and she was moving the wrong direction, but then she steals it away from Florell, and she's fouled trying to put it back. Stacey with the takeaway. JC just missed out on an assist as she saw Stacey cutting to the hoop on the give and go. McKinnon with the steal, and she'll get 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. The foul charge to Anna Florell, her 4th. You got a bunch of Lions, 3 Lions with 4 fouls apiece. Emma Clement, Anna Florell, and Marissa Brugman. Stacey hits the first of 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. 1 more coming. Pause just 10 seconds for station, or just a few seconds for station identification as Stacey shoots the second Bear Lake Realty free throw.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Stacey hits the free throw, and she's got 7 points in the quarter. Rebels lead by 20-32. A foul away from the ball against the Rebels. McKenna Stacey called for the hold. 1:36 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. 47-15, Rebels on top. A 20-point third quarter, and we still have a minute and a half left in the third. Emma Clement receives the inbound across the lane. Cornea fouls her, and Clement will go to the line to shoot 2. Cornea reaching in as Clement went to shoot. That's going to draw the whistle every time. Oh, thank you. I thank Jeremy Firkin over there, one of the fans. Thanks, Jeremy. I missed the 5th foul against Marissa Brugman. She fouled out. Clement misses the first free throw. She'll get a second one. And she can't get that one to go either. Rebound tipped out, and 3-point shot by Mylar on the offensive rebound. She misses long. Fight for the board. Zandberg had it. Stacey slapped it away, but McKenna, no, not McKenna, Sage Tingy got Zandberg on the arm. So the Eagles will, or the Lions, excuse me, will inbound from the baseline. 1:26 left to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels have this one well in hand. We'll expect to see a lot of JV players playing in the second half. Stacey steals it away, then saves it on the sideline to Tingy. Back to Stacey. McKenna up across the timeline, skips it across to Staples. She'll drive right by the D, put it up and miss off the window. Gets her own rebound, passes through the legs, or tried to go through the legs of Florell, but she took it away. To Zandberg, nice bounce pass across the lane to Cole, and she's fouled on the shot. Lucy Cole will shoot 2. Staple kicking herself for missing that layup. That was a nice drive by Kendall. Looking for good things from Kendall Staple as she continues to polish her basketball skills. The junior will be a major contributor next year for for the varsity team. Free throw by Lucy Cole, swishes through. Lucy will get a second attempt. The Lions scored 5 in the first, 7 in the second. They had 3 here in the third before that free throw by Cole. She'll miss the second one, and J.C. Cornea with a great box out pulls down the Rebel rebound. 47-16, a 4-point third quarter. Tingy drives, misses, gets her own rebound, and she's fouled on the putback. Sage will go to the line and shoot 2. A lot of free throws here in this third quarter, especially considering the score and time running down in the Epic Recreation third. If you're looking for rentals in the Bear Lake area, Epic Recreation has anything and everything you'd ever need. Tingy hits the first, back of the iron and down through. If you're going up in the mountains, out on the lake, any time of year, Epic Recreation, visit epicrecreation.net or find them on Facebook. Tingy's second free throw, front iron, glass, down through. She hits 2 for 2, 49-16, Rebels on top. Florell across the timeline. We'll have to take a look at ICS's low-scoring output so far this season and see where we're at. Clement tries to drive, forces it up, and misses over the top. Kendall Staple with the rebound, but she travels. There was a lot of traffic, and she just couldn't get the ball on the floor without giving it away. So instead, she travels. 37.4 seconds left here in the third. ICS with the basketball. Florell to inbound, bounces in just before the 5-second violation. Gets it to Clement in the corner. Clement, rather. Emma gets it back after giving it up. Then to Cole, left elbow. She'll fake the shot, drive, and she's fouled by Staple. Kendall picks up a personal foul. Rebel 15 foul. Will send Lucy Cole back to the line where she's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Lions scored 32 a few times, 25 against Whitehorse earlier this year, 24 at Wendover. Cole's first free throw, back iron, bounces a couple of times, then off to the left side. I think 24 is their low scoring output this season. They've scored 47, so we know they can score the ball. They just, as Coach Hulene told me earlier this evening, they haven't done it consistently. Cole misses the second as well. Zandberg with the offensive rebound. Pass out, deflected by Stacy, touched by Mylar. No, not touched by Mylar. Out of bounds to the Lions. 49-16 remains the score. Lions trying to inbound, and Florell finally gets it into Clement. Emma, couple of dribbles, drives, puts it up with the right hand, can't get the shot to go, and another whistle. J.C. Cornea picks up hers, I think it'll be her second personal. Rebel 7th team foul. J.C.'s second personals, the scoreboard confirms. Emma Clement at the line, 1 for 4 so far tonight, misses this one off the back iron. Make sure to stay tuned. Today after the girls' game, we'll have a quick post-game and then a brief Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show for the boys before they take on ICS tonight in Region 22 play. Clement's second free throw, nope. Kendall Staple with her third rebound of the day already. She's only gotten time in this third quarter, and she's making good use of it. Lauren Thompson, left wing three, misses over the top. Rebound tipped out. Mylar chases it down and turns to run. Lobs it across. Zandberg stops. Great D by Thompson as she shoots at the buzzer. Blocked by Thompson, out of bounds. And at the end of three, it's Rich, 49. ICS 16. The Rebels scored 22 in the quarter, and the Lions just 4. Epic Recreation third quarter comes to a close. Our fourth and final when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Some folks say that life can be measured in seasons. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, we have vehicles for every season. From new to experienced drivers, we understand that safety, affordability, and great mileage are always on the must-have list. So whether you're just starting out or it's time to expand your fleet, we've got every season covered. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Stop in today, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
.49-16 Rebels with the lead and the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Staple, McKinnon, Wallenstein. Staple tries to give and go with Wallenstein. Florell deflects it away out of bounds. Johnson and Thompson also on the floor for Rich. Those are the 5 to start this fourth quarter. Rich with the big lead. Inbound play brought to you by the Crawford Trough. Staple can't quite get the shot to go. McKinnon tips it out, but into the hands of Mylar. Rebecca up court. Wallenstein pokes it away from behind. Rebel station in Randolph steal. Thompson up to the other end. She's bumped, loses the ball. Clement ends up on the floor. Thompson gets the ball back. Wallenstein left wing to Staple. Kendall kicks it up top to Thompson. Lauren dribbles, kicks it left side. Staple, free throw line to Wallenstein in the right corner. Back to Staple underneath. Kendall can't quite get it to go, and a late whistle will put Kendall Staple at the line to shoot 2. I had Rich scoring 24 points in that quarter. I must have given somebody an extra 2. Or else it would be 51-16 Rebels. I just miscounted somewhere. Staple's first goes down. Kendall Staple this season was 0 for 2 from the line before that first Bear Lake Realty free throw found its way home. Second one swishes through as well. Kendall makes good on both, and the Rebels lead 51-16 on the Stacey's repair scoreboard. Rebels were 12 of 21 from the free throw line through the first 3 quarters. This final period is brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Amanda Schultez will check into the game. Zandberg drives. She's fouled on the floor well before the shot. And the foul charge to Kendall Staple. Her second. Rebel 8th team foul will put Zandberg at the line shooting 1-1. Lauren Thompson checks out of the game, probably for the last time tonight. Rebels will get back on the court next week at Manila, Friday, January 18th, and then at North Summit on Saturday. Free throw missed. Taylor McKinnon with the Rebel rebound. 51-16. Wallenstein on the left wing finds Fallon Johnson underneath. Ball poked away, and Florell comes up with it. Good defense, interior defense by the Lions. Zandberg at the other end is fouled on the layup miss on the left side, and it's Taylor McKinnon, the guilty party, sending Zandberg back to the line where she's 2 of 5. Each trip she's missed the first, made the second. The last trip was a 1-1, and she missed the first. Didn't get a second. This time she misses the first. She'll get a second, though, as that was a shooting foul. So Zandberg at the line has 2 points in the game, looking for him to make it 3. The freshman got the second one to go. That's been her MO tonight. Missed the first, make the second. 51-17. Rebels' best defensive output has been holding 2 teams to 20. Star Valley and Paiute both scored 20 against Rich. Staple got overextended. She dribbled, though. I didn't think that was a foul a travel because she dribbled, but I missed something, and it is a travel. 6:40 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Florell, floater from the free throw line, misses right, and Amanda Schultez pulls down the Rebel rebound. She'll turn and take it herself up across the timeline, picks up, gives to Staple. Taylor McKinnon, Fallon Johnson, and Wallenstein also on the floor for the Rebels. Allie dribbles up to the R at the center timeline. I want to thank Lynn Weston for running camera tonight. Brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Schultez, nice drive. The shot goes in and out, and McKinnon pulls down the Rebel offensive rebound, but travels, shuffles her feet as she tries to get a pass away. Rebel third turnover of the quarter. 51-17, 6:08 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Again, make sure to stay tuned. Rebel boys basketball coming up right after this girls game. Florell and the Lions attacking left to right. Staple deflects a pass away from Cole, but out of bounds. Rebel boys basketball scheduled to start at 6:30 tonight. We'll see if we get that start time. It should be about close to that. We'll have a quick Gary H. Tush's CPA pregame show between the girls and boys games. Mylar misses. Staple with the rebound. Kendall's fourth of the contest. Kendall's put in some good minutes here in the second half. Johnson hands off to Wallenstein on the left wing. Wall ball dribbles back to the right. She's bumped and throws a pass, lost the ball. Awal ends up on the floor. That was a hard foul. Mylar the other way, loses the dribble off her own knee, out of bounds. Great defense by Taylor McKinnon. She just got in front, shuffled her feet, hands straight in the air. Perfect defense by the senior, Taylor McKinnon. So we exchanged, probably could have been fouls on both ends, but we'll just let him play, I guess. McKinnon at the free throw line, looks inside, bounces to Schultz. She'll dribble back outside and kick to Wallenstein. 5:12 left to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter, and the Rebels on top big, 51-17. Wallenstein dribbles right, and Florell gets in there. A little hip check will give Anna her 5th and final foul. And she'll finish with 6 points in the contest. Fouls out with 5:05 left to go. I got to think she knew she was at 4, and maybe she just decided she wanted to be done in this 51-17 blowout win for Rich. Wallenstein at the line to shoot, 1 and 1. It's a 7th team foul, so AWOL at the Bear Lake Realty charity stripe. Taylor Cornea will check in a moment. McKinnon pushed in the back by Clement, runs into Zandberg on a missed free throw. And McKinnon called for the push. Taylor's 3rd personal foul. She got pushed in the back by Clement. I'm not going to argue that call, but there was certainly a push. So Zandberg goes to the line, and she'll shoot 2. That's a Rebel 10th team foul, so double bonus. We'll see if Zandberg can break her trend of missing the first, hitting the second. She does not on the front end, misses the first. Second one coming. Taylor Cornea checks into the ball game. So it's 2 seniors, a couple of juniors and a sophomore. Second free throw by Zandberg, good. And again, missed first, makes second. 51-18, Rebels lead. Staple to Cornea, left wing. She looks for McKinnon, posted up, can't get it to her. Up top to Johnson. She has it poked away, but recovers and gives it Cornea on the left wing. Taylor tries to drive, but she's stopped there by California Johnson, the junior. Staple back to Cornea. Had Fallon in for a moment there, right in the middle of the key. Staple, right wing, top free throw line. McKinnon wanted to shoot, and she travels, switched pivot feet as the pressure came out on her. Frustrated with herself. 4:36, Rebels with 5 turnovers here in the fourth, just 2 points, but with a lead like they have, you're not too concerned about that. Coach Huline takes a timeout here in the Bear Lake Memorial fourth. We'll take a quick one as well, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl providing quality family dentistry since 1998 on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
More than 1,300 rural hospitals were evaluated, and Bear Lake Memorial Hospital placed in the top 20 for quality and best practices and critical access. Offering a 24-hour emergency department, orthopedics, home health, a residential nursing home, physical therapy, surgical services, family doctors, chemotherapy, dialysis, and more. When it comes to your health, make sure you're seen by the best. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
ICS with the basketball coming out of that Comprehensive Family Dental timeout. Mylar to Clement at the free throw line. Gives right side. Zandberg misses too high off the window. Rebound saved. Great hustle by the Lions, but into the hands of Cornea. Rebels have the basketball. Staple trying to drive. She's cut off. Dips inside for Fallon Johnson. Tipped away by Clement, but Cornea steals it right back for the Rebels. Poked away from her out of bounds. Too rich. 4:05 left to go. Fallon Johnson will trigger it in. A Crawford Trough in Randolph inbound play. To the right corner, Schultz looking to bounce it back into Johnson. She gets it there. Zandberg defends, and Fallon dribbles back out to the wing. Across the top to Staple. And I'm impressed by this ICS intensity on defense. Despite the score and with less than 4 minutes to go, they're playing hard. And I love to see that continued intensity and hard work, hustle by this team. That's impressive. Zandberg with a foul, her 3rd personal. 8th team foul sends Staple to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Kendall crouches low, comes high and misses everything except got a little bit of the front of the nylon. That's a dead ball to the Lions. 3:51 left to go, and checking in is Haley Nye. Fallon Johnson, great minutes Very good effort tonight from Johnson. I had her with 3 steals, 3 rebounds. No points, but boy, they didn't need her to score, and she did what they needed her to do. Clement tries to fire inside as California Johnson had her defender sealed out, but the pass too far out in front of Johnson. Giveaway to Rich. Cornea across the timeline, picked up by Johnson, right side. McKinnon on the wing. Couple of dribbles, free throw line to Staple. Kendall starts left, goes back right, misses the floater. Offensive rebound by McKinnon, and she earns a trip to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line as she's fouled. McKinnon will shoot 2. The foul charge to Lucy Cole, and she's logged in some good minutes, and that's her first personal foul. So McKinnon at the line. Taylor has not attempted a free throw this season by my stats. She may have attempted 1 or 2 when I wasn't there. I've only missed 1 Rebel game this year. And McKinnon swishes the first one through. She works hard every day in practice just like everybody else and hits that free throw. Love to see her getting these good minutes in this game. The senior hits the first. Second one goes down as well. The first was a swish. The second one drew iron and glass as well. But McKinnon hits both. Rebels 53, ICS 18. 3:18 left in Bear Lake Memorial Hospital 4th. And Rebecca Mylar will earn a trip to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2. Rebecca averages, she's the leading scorer on the team, 12 points a game, and the Rebels' strategy has been just to keep the ball out of her hands. She's only attempted 1 or 2 shots in the game and missed them both. Mylar at the line. First free throw misses wide right. Rebel defensive strategy has been fantastic today as the Lions have 18 points with 3:18 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital 4th. Mylar's second free throw swishes through. Her first point with 3:18 left in the ball game. Again, she's the leading scorer for this Lions team at 12 points a game. Staple to McKinnon. Taylor dribbles toward the paint, then backs out to the wing. Free throw line, or just inside the free throw line by Taylor McKinnon. Or was that Schultes? Thanks, Lynn. Watching the game a little more closely than I was. I'm marking down some stats, and Schultes gets her first bucket as a varsity contributor. Foul on the other end will put Clement on the free throw line, and Taylor McKinnon picks up a 4th, I believe. Nope, that's a 5th for Taylor. So unfortunately for her, she'll finish her night with 2:50 left to go. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 of them in the offensive glass. Taylor does not realize she just fouled out. She just wants to keep playing. They say, young lady. Oh, I love that reaction. Taylor, that was awesome. 2:50 left to go. She's just in there focused on playing basketball. At the line, Emma Clement. Well, missed her last 4 free throws. She's 1 of 7 after missing her first attempt on this trip. 2:50 left to go. Emma gets some encouragement from the fans and can't get that one to go. Good strong rebound by Haley Nye of Rich. Staple up ahead to Maddie Weston. Maddie kicks it out to Taylor Cornea, who forces it inside. Emma Clement with a steal. She pushes up court to the right side, bumped, misses the layup, and we'll go back to the free throw line. Foul charged to Haley Nye with her first, the sophomore, getting some varsity action this afternoon. I should say this evening, it's after 6 p.m. I got here about 2:30. Haven't been outside since, excuse me, a couple hours ago. Clement misses the first. She's missed her last 6, but rattles home the second. 1 of 8 from the free throw line for Clement in the fourth quarter, or in the second half. 55-20. Rebels have held 2 opponents to 20 points this season, Paiute and Star Valley. Clement steps in front, another steal. She'll go hard to the hoop and miss short. Good defense by Cornea, offensive rebound, and another foul. We'll put California Johnson at the line to shoot 2. ICS has scored 24 as their lowest scoring output of the season. Rebels held Paiute in the opening game of the year to 20. They held Star Valley to 20 earlier this year. That was Star Valley's JV with a couple of varsity players. First free throw up and in for Johnson. She's got her first point of the game. 55-21, Rebels lead. And ICS lost last night at Manila, 62-35. Boys game coming up in a few minutes. Johnson's second free throw swishes through, 55-22. Rebels have turned it over on their last 3 possessions. Cornea across the timeline. Johnson goes for the steal. Taylor crosses over and gives to Weston, to Staple, again to Cornea. Taylor on the left wing to Schultz, top of the key. Amanda bounces right side, and Nye dribbles around the top, kicks it left side to Weston. Maddie to Cornea, free throw line. Taylor drives, gets by the D, floats it up, and can't get it to go. It was halfway down, rattled, missed. Cornea with her own rebound, puts it up and in, and she's fouled. Taylor Cornea with the offensive rebound. And a chance for a three-point play would be a Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game candidate. Cornea's free throw is in there. Nice Bear Lake Realty hit. 58-22. Rebels on top big. Zandberg at the top of the key. Dribbles left and a travel up top. Emma Clement took an extra step before she got rid of that pass. 1:49 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. The Puckstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game. The adjustment to the intensity. Taylor Cornea gets away with the travel. No, she didn't. The whistle just came a little bit late. She was bumped in the back, but the travel came first. There's no question on that. 9th turnover of the quarter, but no big deal. Rebels up big. Puckstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game, the adjustment to the intensity. From last night's 25-24 win at Tabiona to tonight, Rebels had to maintain that focus despite a far less intense atmosphere and contest, and they did that pretty well. 58 points. Got a minute and a half left. They may score a few more. We'll see. Mylar inbounds to Clement on the left wing. She'll drive and shoot and earn a trip to the free throw line. The Lions, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 free throws here in the fourth quarter alone. This one charged to Taylor Cornea, her second. That's your Puckstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game. Darren and Carrie, thank you for your support and your help. And they will rebuild and be back. Clement hits the first. Puckstone Sporting Goods going through their own kind of life adjustment. Clement misses the second. Rebound out in the corner. Schultz chases it down for Rich. Her second rebound of the game, 58-23. Staple across the timeline, dribbles to her left. Mylar coming out intense on defense. Rebels give it to Cornea. She gets away with another travel to Maddie Weston. Schultz quickly to Nye. Looking for the give and go, not there. And to Cornea on the right wing. Taylor dribbles into the lane. She is clotheslined by Clement, who just finished her night with a 5th personal foul. So Emma finishes with 7 points in the game. Fouls out with 1:09 left to go, and Taylor Cornea will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. I'm going to take this time opportunity on Bear Lake Realty free throws to give you the Rolene Kennedy shot of the game. That's Allie Wallenton and her 3-point shooting. 4 3-pointers in the game tonight for Allie. She hit 5 last week in the win against Kimmer. Taylor misses the first Bear Lake Realty free throw and he swishes the second one through. Cornea has 4 points in the game. 59-23. Mylar attempts a long three and misses just long off the back of the iron. Taylor Cornea, the Rebel rebound. She saw that well coming off the back of the iron and takes it up across the timeline. Right wing to Schultz, fires inside. Nye all alone turns and hits off the window. Haley Nye with the 2. 61-23. Rebels have their highest scoring output of the season by 6 points. They scored 55 against Bear Lake here a couple of weeks ago. Mylar attempts another long three, misses off the window, rebound tip. 3 Rebels and a Lion in there, and a jump ball. California Johnson, the one Lion there, had best possession of it. Rebels forced the Mound Valley Cattle Company jump ball, brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen. Zandberg receives the inbound, misses short from the short corner baseline. Taylor Cornea rips the rebound away from Johnson. Up ahead to Schultz. Amanda could have driven to the hoop, but she backs it out. Good discipline there, and the Rebels will just hold and play to finish this one out. Staple holding the basketball. Lions trying to defend but not foul. Another one on the floor, another Mound Valley Cattle Company jump ball with 10.2 seconds left to go. Possession arrow this time to the Rebels. Again, jump balls are brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Inbound to Nye. Haley will dribble it out to the top of the key. Staple gets the handoff, and Rich will run the clock out, winning 61-23 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. a final score. We'll have some final stats for you. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter comes to a close with Rich on top big. Stay tuned. We'll be right back on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at MyLocalRadio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock, stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit MyLocalRadio.com today.
Rebels with a dominant win over ICS, 61-23, the final score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. 13 different Rebels scored in the victory. Real quickly, some post-game stuff. The Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Rebels got 18 points from Allie Wallentyne, 12 out of McKenna Stacy, and 11 others put points on the board as well, and Rich ran away from ICS. They outscored the Lions 22-4 in the third quarter alone and win 61-23 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. We'll have a more complete one after the boys game finishes up. Rebel boys out warming up. ICS Lions warming up as well. Let's run through a few quick things. McKay Frankham precision play of the game. McKay Frankham Dental Services. Taylor Cornea and JC Cornea both had 3-point plays the old-fashioned way. JC's midway through the second. Taylor's late in the fourth. We'll give it to both of them on the precision play of the game. Dental Services at reasonable rates. That's McKay Frankham in Evanston. Call today, 789-8910. That's 307-789-8910. The Roland Kennedy Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game, Allie Wallentyne's threes. She had 4 of them tonight, and that was a big part of Rich outscoring ICS 27-12 in the first quarter, or the first half. Allie Wallentyne's 3-pointers. The precision, or the Roland Kennedy play of the game, that goes to McKenna Stacy and Sydney Hatch. In the first quarter, Stacy drove, floated a pass through the defense to Hatch, who finished. That put Rich up 7-3 late in the first quarter. And that's your Roland Kennedy play of the game. Roland Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. And the Puckstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game, again, that goes to the way Rich adjusted to the intensity and just an altogether different kind of game that tonight was against ICS versus what they had last night against Tabiona. Puckstone Sporting Goods, they'll be back. Rebels win, again, a final score 61-23 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. We're going to take a quick, just a real quick break. It'll kind of go silent if you're listening on MyLocalRadio.com or KADQ as we shift over to the boys broadcast and Rebel basketball. Stay tuned. We got Rebel boys basketball and the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show coming up.
It's time to stop stressing about your taxes. Whether you're filing personal, corporate, ranch, and farming, or other types of taxes, whatever you need, Gary Tusher CPA and his team can handle all of the details for you. Gary's been providing professional tax preparation and financial services for over 30 years. As a rancher himself, Gary has a unique understanding of farm, ranch, and corporate tax requirements. So stop stressing about taxes. Call Gary Tusher CPA today, 208-847-2601.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Welcome to the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show of Rebel Boys basketball on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. We're going to have to move along quickly in our pregame coverage. The Rebel Boys come into this one Coming off of last night's win, Rich improved to 6-7 on the season, but more importantly, 1-0 in Region 22 play. Rich with a 52-48 win at Tabiona last night. The Rebels have scored about 49 points a game and allowed 52 per game. ICS comes in scoring almost 69, but allowing 62. And they come off a tough loss last night at Manila. The Mustangs blew out the Lions 76-41. So you know ICS is going to come into this one fired up and looking for a bounce back kind of victory, or at least a bounce back kind of game. And this is a Lions team that can score a ton of points. As I mentioned, they're scoring 69 per game, and that's on average. They put up 96 earlier this season. They've put up 82. They've put up 75 in a loss and scored 90 another time. So 90 twice, 80 plus at least 3 or 4 times. ICS, again, an 8-4 overall, but 0-1 in the region after last night's loss against Manila. Town of Lake Town Ledger coming up. We also normally would have a Western Ag Credit standout student at this point in our Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show, but with the limited time between girls and boys games, we don't get to hear that interview of a standout student, but we still thank Western Ag Credit, your partner in agriculture at 848 Front Street in Evanston. Stay tuned. The T7 Propane and Woodruff Coaches Show coming up when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Rich and ICS.
When it comes to farming and ranching, it makes good sense to work with a lender who understands finance and agriculture. Western Ag Credit is an independent cooperative owned by the farmers and ranchers who borrow from it. With competitive rates, your loan is tailored to match your business needs. Real estate, livestock, equipment, and operating expenses. When it comes to farming and ranching financing, Western Ag Credit in Evanston is your partner in agriculture.
This is Rich Rebel head basketball coach Ashley Brown here on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, and we're about 15 minutes away from the opening tip here on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show.
Welcome to the Ashley Brown Coaches Show, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, 435-793-4208. Rebels are coming off another good performance last night and a Region 22 win at Tabiona. Rebels played good on defense and efficient offense, took care of the basketball real well. They'll have to do the same again tonight to beat the ICS Lions. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach Tim Drisdom, and then we'll talk to the Rebel head man Ashley Brown and find out how his team can beat ICS tonight. You're tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com. Ryan Steineckert with Tim Drisdom of the ICS Lions. Coach, your season so far has been looking pretty good.
It hasn't been bad. Got a couple guys back from last year, and I think we're starting to figure it out a little bit.
You come off a big win over Wendover, and then last night a tough loss at Manila to start Region 22 play.
Yeah, I kind of knew going into it that it could either go one of two ways. Either we would, come back with a lot of enthusiasm, or we could, potentially lay an egg, and with a bunch of inexperienced guys, I think sometimes we, it's kind of hard for them to bounce back emotionally, and I think that's kind of what we saw last night. But, we're excited that we only have 24 hours and get to play another game, so it's good.
You see the same challenge today. How do you bounce back emotionally from that loss?
You lose about 30, and you figure out what you're made of the next day. It's that simple. There's not a whole lot that goes into it. Whoever the opponent is, we got a tough one tonight. We know it. After losing like that, I don't beat them up. We were all there. We know what happened. So we just try not to dwell on it and move on.
The dangerous thing from ICS is you got 3 or 4 guys who can just light it up one night or the next.
Yeah, we're pretty fortunate, and those guys are figuring it out a little bit more and trying to learn how to continue to play with each other. But our thing is always going to be on the defensive end. If we, like last night, we didn't score a lot of points and we gave up a lot. So the way to stay in games is to guard people. So,
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck with Rich tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
That's Coach Tim Drisdom. Always a pleasure to talk with Coach Drisdom, head coach of the ICS Lions. Rebel coach Ashley Brown coming up. We'll hear from him in a moment on the Wildlife at MyLocalRadio.com.
Propane is a byproduct of two processes, natural gas processing and petroleum refining. About 90% of U.S. propane is domestically produced and stored in huge salt caverns, which can store 80 million barrels or more of this gas. This quality product is shipped by pipeline, truck, ship, and barge until it reaches T7 Propane in Woodruff. From there, it gets to your home or ranch for your convenience and comfort. Call T7 Propane. Get set up for regular propane deliveries so you don't run out. T7 Propane in Woodruff.
With Coach Ashley Brown and the Rich Rebels, a great win last night at Tabiona.
Yeah, you know, that was huge for us. You know, it gave our kids some excitement and some confidence. And, you know, it was a region win on the road, so it was huge. You know, and I thought our kids did a great job.
Efficient on offense and good defense. That's a good recipe for success.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing that we've been harping on is, you know, we have to take care of the basketball. We have to run our sets. We have to be good offensively. And, you know, and that's been the area that we've struggled in. We haven't been consistent offensively. And last night I thought we did a great job. I thought we were very patient and we got the looks we wanted and we made enough shots to win.
You guys seem to be buying into the need to really take care of the ball. I think you had 7 turnovers last night.
Yeah, you know, and the kids have been doing a good job of that. You know, we haven't turned the ball over a lot since the start of the year, and you know, and that's what we need because we need every possession and we need a shot on every possession. And you know, if we continue to do that, hopefully we just get better and better.
ICS laid an egg last night at Manila, lost by 30+ points. What do you expect out of the Lions today?
You know, we know they're a very good team. We watched them at the preview. They beat Wendover. You know, so we know that they're very good. They got 3 really good players that can all score the basketball really well. You know, so we know we're going to have to play, and we know it's going to be a good game. And, you know, our kids hopefully have enough energy today after 2 in a row to get one more, and it's a huge game because it's a region game.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck with ICS tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach Brown. That's Ashley Brown of the Rich Rebels. The boys looking to follow the lead of the JV girls, who won by 24. The JV boys won by 25, and the varsity girls won by 38, 61-23. It won't be as easy. This is an ICS team that's very good, scoring 69 points per game. They've scored 90 or more twice, 80 or more like 3 times. Real quickly, your Town of Laketown Ledger, brought to you by the Town of Laketown. And Mayor Sim Weston, council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White. Rebels have faced ICS, 8 times in the last 18 years, and the Rebels were 8-0. But I was talking with the head of the school at ICS, and he had brothers and cousins, folks that he knows who played for ICS in the mid-90s, and they know they beat Rich at least twice, once in 95 and once in 94. So the ledger that I have, the records that I have, Rich 8-2 against ICS over the last 10 matchups. That's your Town of Laketown ledger. Real quickly, your Rich County keys of the game. Rebels have got to defend the big 3. Caleb Koski, Braden Stoddard, and Jared Firkin account for 60 of ICS's 69 points per game. That's 80% of the scoring coming from 3 guys. Got to slow down at least 1 or 2 of those to have a hope to win. Perimeter defense, Stoddard, Koski will both shoot from way outside. And if you don't get out on them, they'll drive. Or if you do get out too far on them, they will drive and penetrate. So the perimeter D tonight has to be excellent. And efficiency. Like last night, the Rebels have got to take care of the basketball and score when they have the chance. Can't have ineffective possessions, and that means taking care of it, get a good shot, be patient. That doesn't mean scoring every time, but be efficient. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Rich County Rebels with a championship cause. Your Town of Woodruff starting lineups for the visiting ICS Lions: 00 junior Braden Stoddard, 5 senior Cohen Begg, a junior number 21 Jared Firkin, or number 20 Jared Firkin, number 23 a junior Caleb Koski, transfer from Roy this season, and junior number 24 Will Gutzwiller. 3 of those guys averaging almost 15 or better, and Caleb Koski at better than 30 points a game. Rebel starters are seniors Kason Trineri, Landon Hunting, Reagan Huffner, Jared Anderson, and Jaden Nelson. Our starters are brought to you by the Town of Woodruff, Mayor Scott Sabie, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell. Time for the Sabie Trucking opening tip-off. Reagan Huffner will go up for the tip against Jared Firkin, a junior, against a senior. Huffner, a senior, Firkin, a junior. ICS in the road reds, and Firkin hangs in the air just long enough. It was a high throw, higher than either player anticipated. Firkin on the right wing. Goes inside. Koski picks up the dribble, kicks it back outside. Three-point shot attempt by Gutzwiller, misses wide left, and Huffner pulls down the Rebel rebound. Rich pushes up the left side. Anderson stops, fakes the three. Koski on him, and ICS starts in a man-to-man. Anderson on the left wing, screened by Huffner. Jared pulls up, free throw line jumper, got it. Anderson, a little bit of an attack, stops and hits the free throw line jumper. Up across the timeline goes Firkin. Kaysen Trineri tasked with guarding the 6'7" Caleb Koski, leading all classifications at better than 30 points a game. Left corner, Begg kicks up top. Koski, jab step, and then kicks left corner. Begg drives, dishes out, right corner. They work it around. Firkin has it on the right wing. Poked away. Anderson with a stationing Randolph steal. Jared heads up court, takes on the defense, misses short as Braden Stoddard contested the shot. Anderson with the steal and earns a trip to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Well, Braden Stoddard picks up his first. Anderson shoots two. Jared's first left side of the iron misses, but he'll get a second one. ICS likes to run 5 players out just around the perimeter. They spread you out and try to penetrate, dish. If you get on, if you double team or bring help defense, they'll dish off for the open three. Anderson hits the second Bear Lake Realty free throw. Trineri defending Koski. He'll push off with the left arm, but doesn't quite get by Trineri. Gutzwiller to Firkin, drives, kicks it back. They work it around. Stoddard, the long three, swishes. Braden Stoddard. We're tied at 3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Caleb Koski played for Roy last year, but he played for Coach Tim Drisdom about 10 years ago on an AAU team, and he'd been working to get to where he could transfer or play at ICS for the last couple of years. They've got a good relationship, and Hoffner turns and shoots. You could see his elbow get hacked. Lions fans didn't like the call, but from where I'm sitting, that looked like a pretty easy call, and Will Gutzwiller will pick up his first. Hoffner to the line to shoot 2. Reagan's first rattles and pops out. 6:22 left in this first quarter. Huffner's second free throw, swishes through. Rebels 2 for 4 from the free throw line at the Bear Lake Realty line in this first quarter. Rich on top by 1, 4-3. Trineri defending. Firkin picks it up and gives ahead to Stoddard, guarded by Anderson. Gives left side to Koski. Trineri out on him. Koski follows a screen by Gutzwiller, picks up, fires into Gutzwiller, who has nowhere to go and kicks it back outside to Koski. Trineri on him. Caleb drives, goes behind the back, and a charge call against Koski. Drisdom, Coach Drisdom, up off the bench, not happy about that call. That could have gone either way. Trineri beat Koski to that spot, and that was a quick move by Kaysen, seeing where Koski wanted to go. That's a touch-and-go call, and it goes the Rebels' way this time. Hoffner with it. Fakes a handoff to Jared Anderson, and then drives, stops, and traveled. That looked like a good play by Huffner. He must have drugged the pivot foot is the only explanation I can come up with as he travels. Koski up across the timeline, fires right side to Firkin. Jared drives, free throw line. He travels and gets away with it, kicks it back outside, three-point shot, back of the iron, nope. Kaysen Trineri with the Rebel rebound. Trineri turns and goes slowly across the timeline. 5.5 left in the first. 4-3, Rebels on top. 2 free throws and a field goal. Inside to Huffner. He mishandles the pass. It was a little too far out in front. He saves it on the baseline. The Rebels work it back around. Hunting fires inside. Huffner with position. Goes up strong and hits it. He got the defense in the air. Hesitated for just a moment with a little ball fake and then went up through the defenders and in. Koski dribbles to his right, gets in the lane, puts it up and misses, but a foul on Trineri on the way to the hoop. And Kaysen picks up his first, a push. Koski, a big body, 6'7". Trineri defending close on Koski, hands in the air, and Koski just trying to walk right through him to get down into the paint. He'll fight, get position, put it up and in. And that's what Trineri was trying to guard against, because if Koski gets that position, he'll score every time. 6-5, Rebels down, leading by 1. Trineri looks left, looks right, man-to-man defense for the ICS Lions. Rebels work it to Nelson in the right corner. Up top, Anderson fakes it, thinks about a little three, but passes it up. Rich goes inside looking for Huffner, and it's in and out of his hands. The pass too hot. ICS comes up with it. Up ahead, Stoddard. Kick it back to Firkin. Jared, right side, Stoddard, the long three. This one a bit short, and Jaden Nelson with a Rebel rebound. Trineri ahead to Hunting. Landon had Huffner underneath, couldn't get it to him, though. And the defense got in position, so Rich had to back it out. Trineri left wing to Anderson. Jared fakes right, goes left against the screen. He's stuffed from behind. He'll try to get it back and fouls. Whistles come, and ICS fans still, boy, up off their feet. They're intense. So Anderson, frustrated by that blocked shot from behind, retaliates with a foul. Picks up his first. Rebel second team foul. Rich on top by 1. 6-5 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Started across the timeline. Rebels defending against Koski on the left wing. He has it. Jabs right, then goes left, hesitates, then drives and misses off the window. He tries to go through Huffner on the rebound. Huffner had position, and Koski just picked up a second personal. Coach Drisdom says, hey, let's not pick up those kind of dumb fouls. 3:58 left in the first quarter. And this is the type of game that Rebels need to win this one. Low-scoring defensive battle. Trineri dribbles right, gives to Anderson. Jarrett fakes left, goes right. Good defense by Koski. Anderson steps back and hits the three. Jarrett Anderson with the triple. Jarrett with 6 points in the game. He hit that over Koski. And that's a pro physical therapy three-pointer for the Rebel offense. Pass down inside. Koski has to save it, but he goes right to Huffner. Reagan bounces to Anderson. Jarrett in the lane. Fakes a pass, gives to Huffner. Reagan attacks, bounces to Nelson. Short corner jumper, misses. That's a rare miss for Nelson from that spot, 5 feet out on the left baseline. Up ahead, Stoddard steps into a three and misses too strong. Huffner with the rebound. Firkin challenged but couldn't get it away from him. Reagan drives, nowhere to go, kicks it back out. Anderson to Trineri. He'll fake a three. He's got Koski on him with 3 minutes left in the first. Trineri got a little bit of separation but didn't get a shot off. Anderson drives and blocked again. Jared fighting for it out of bounds off of ICS. Rebel basketball on the baseline. A Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play, and Jaden Nelson gets a breather. Rebels to inbound from the baseline. Anderson looking, goes into Jordan Stacey, who just checked in. Trineri on the right wing. Stacey on the right corner, up top to Anderson. Jarrett tries to drive, back out. Trineri for three, left wing. That one halfway down, pops out. Stoddard has the rebound for ICS. Rich leading 9-5 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Koski hesitates, goes to the hoop, and hits. Boy, he's so smart with the hesitation. Gets the defense flat-footed and then just keeps going and drives right past. Rebels up 9-7. Koski with 4. Hunting on the right wing. Crossover to his left. Help defense comes. Good switch. Trineri on the left wing. Stacey in the corner. Looks around, then gives to Trineri again on the left wing. Kaysen looks backdoor. He's got Hunting. Landon streaking to the hoop. Finishes. Defense went for the steal up top. Hunting recognized. So did Kaysen Trineri. An early candidate for the McKay Franken Precision Play of the Game. Trineri to Hunting. Koski drives, can't finish, but he's fouled on his way to the hoop. Rebels knocked the ball away to make sure he didn't get an and one opportunity. The foul charged to Landon Hunting. And Caleb Koski goes to the line to shoot two. Koski, a junior. Again, played AAU ball about 8 years ago for Coach Tim Drisdom, who is the head man at ICS. And so they built that relationship years ago, and that's what prompted Koski to transfer to ICS from Roy between his sophomore and junior seasons. Koski swishes the first one through. He's got 5 of the Lions' 8 points. The other, Braden Stoddard with the triple. Koski's second free throw in as well. 11-9, Rebels up by 2. Manila handed ICS its first loss in a little while. Last night, a blowout win for the Mustangs at Manila. Stacey posted inside. Rebels just can't get it to him. Anderson, right wing to Trineri, left wing. Quick pass to Hunting, looking inside. Defense fronting Stacey as Rich works it around the arc. Anderson to the free throw line, back out to Kaysen, and then to Hunting. He'll launch the three. Over the top, misses. Anderson saves it, lobs it back up top, and Trineri goes high to get it. Landon down in for Stacy. Jordan kicks it back outside. Landon lobs it up top again to Trineri, and Rich resets the offense. Anderson dribbles around the top of the arc, follows a couple of screens, but has nowhere to go. To Hunting. Pass inside. Koski tips it away from Meek, who was posted up, and the Rebels turned it over for a third time in the first quarter. 11-9, Rich up by 2. Koski launches from deep and hits. Caleb Koski from straight away puts ICS on top 12-11. That's their first lead of the game. They had tied it at 3, but had not led. Trineri across the timeline, follows a screen right corner to Hunting, back up to Trineri. Stacy, left wing to Anderson. Jarrett attacking, ball ripped from behind, and Koski just picked up his third. He got Anderson on the arm, and Coach Drisdom turns, slams the bench. Probably in equal parts frustration for Koski making the decision to pick up his third foul and for the call. It wasn't a ton of contact, but it certainly was enough with the official just inches away. Anderson, a Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play, lobs it high to Trineri. 29 seconds left in the first, and Rich maybe content here to play for a final shot of the first quarter. Firkin defending out high on Trineri, right wing to Anderson. Caleb Hightower just checked in. He's a senior, defending on Anderson. 15, 14, 13. Rebels playing keep away until about 10. Trineri fakes right, crossover to the left, floats it up and misses. Hightower, no, Firkin dribbles off his lone leg, out of bounds. Rebel basketball with 4.4 to go. Firkin just mishandled that rebound as he turned to head up court. So Rich will have a second chance with 4.4 seconds to go in the first, trailing 12-11. Stacy to inbound. He gets it to Anderson. Jared fakes a three, steps left, has to get to Hunting. Open three, left wing. No, just long. And at the end of one, Rich trails 12-11 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Caleb Koski with 9 first quarter points, but 3 first quarter fouls. We'll be right back on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Landon Hunting inbounds to Case and Trineri. Rebels having to start the second quarter. They got a couple of good looks to end the first, but couldn't get the shot to go, and they trail by 1. Anderson looking left, trying to attack, can't find a lane, and kicks it back out to Trineri. Kaysen, one dribble, and then hands to Hunting on the left wing. Landon feeds Trineri, right wing three, this one off target. Meek fights for the rebound, and Stacy comes up with the loose ball. He'll bounce it back to Meek and then to Hunting. Nice job by the Rebels to get the offensive board. And another second chance. Koski on the bench with 3 fouls. Rebels, quick give and go. Stacy underneath, stops. Good footwork to stop with 2 feet and then put it up and in as he faded away from the defense. Stacy with his first field goal. Firkin, left wing, gives to Begg. Cohen across the lane, kicks it out in the wing and mishandled out of bounds. Hightower tried to grab it with one hand and let it slip through, out of bounds. Rebel basketball. Stacy, Meek, Anderson, Huffner, and Trineri on the floor. Rebels upset the Tigers. So in Tabiona last night, 52-48. The Mustangs hammered the Lions, 76-41. Dangerous pass for the Rebels. They try to force it, and it's stolen away by Gutzwiller. Down in the left corner. Up top, Firkin drives, dishes left corner. Stoddard fadeaway three, swish. Braden Stoddard with his second triple. 15-13, Rebels trail by 2. Anderson to Huffner. Reagan dribbles left, follows the screen, pick and roll, looking for Anderson. Nope, not there. He's defended by Stoddard. To Stacy in the left corner. I'd like to see Anderson post up, especially with Stoddard on him. Anderson has a little bit of a height advantage. Trineri steps up, open three. No, just misses. Anderson, the offensive rebound, put back, lots of contact, but he misses. Huffner's there, misses. Stacy's there, and he makes it. Rebels with a lot of offensive rebounds on that possession. And they tie it up at 15. Firkin from deep, and he hits it. Rebels not learning yet that they have to defend further out. These Lions are not afraid to shoot from way outside. And Firkin puts ICS back on top by 3, 18-15 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Comprehensive Family Dental Timeout. We'll be right back on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Koski averages 30 points a game. Jared Firkin almost 15. Braden Stoddard almost 20. Those three account for 87% of the scoring for this ICS team. Koski's on the bench. Firkin and Stoddard both have a couple of threes. Jared Anderson misses short from the free throw line. Jordan Stacy gets the offensive rebound, and he's fouled on the putback attempt. Stacy goes to the line, and he'll shoot 2. The foul. I didn't see. Did they charge it at number 20, Jared Firkin? I believe that's his first. Quick pause for station identification. Stacy at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Jordan hits the first, swishes it through. Rebels within 2. Another Bear Lake Realty free throw coming for Jordan Stacy. Can bring the Rebels within 1. Rich 2 for 4, make it 4 for 6. They were 2 for 4 in the first quarter from the line. Stacy hits them both, and he'll head to the bench for a breather. 3 offensive rebounds, 6 points in this second quarter for Jordan Stacy. Rich within 1, 18-17. Right corner, Gutzwiller holding up top. They go to to Begg. Cutting, Stoddard gets the pass, shoots a high sky hook and misses. Reagan Huffner with the Rebel rebound. Trineri gives to Hunting, free throw line. Anderson turns, fakes a shot, and then hands off back to Kaysen. Around the top, Hunting again to Anderson, back to Trineri. Kaysen bounces inside for Huffner. He'll turn, work against the D, and just forces the issue. He goes high, elevates with his back to the basket, then turns and hits it off the window. Nice play by Reagan Huffner. And the Rebels back on top, 19-18. Firkin drives, shoots, and misses. Tips the rebound away from Hunting, but Huffner's there for the Rebels. Trineri up the right side. Good defense in transition. ICS got back quick. Trineri backs it out to the top of the arc. Right wing to Hunting. Nelson in the right corner looking for Huffner. They can't get it to him. Anderson on the right wing. Rich works it around the arc and then bounce inside to Huffner. Reagan turns in the lane and hits. Reagan Huffner with 7 in the game, 21-18. Rebels lead by 3. Huffner with the last 4 Rebel points. 4.5 left in the second. Out on the left wing, Hightower, who averages .2 per game. He's scored once or twice this season. He'll give to Gutzwiller, back to Hightower, again to Gutzwiller. Faking the 3 and driving. Begg finishes, and the foul. Huffner defending, and he can't believe it. Not a lot of contact, but he was there defending, and oftentimes you don't need much contact to get the whistle. So Cohen Begg with the 2. He averages 3 per game. If he hits the free throw here, he'll be at his per game average. Lions 2 for 2 from the line. Begg misses, and Nelson pulls down a Rebel rebound. So Rich on top by 1, 21-20 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Caleb Koski on the bench with 3 fouls. Trineri up top to Hunting. Landon dribbles left, stops and kicks it back to Trineri. just off center to the right side of the top of the key. Anderson goes inside for Huffner. Reagan works strong, hits the shot, and the foul. Braden Stoddard will pick up his second, and Reagan Huffner just too solid inside. Great footwork. And Reagan with a chance for the three-point play. Huffner at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Can't get the free throw to go. And Jared Firkin comes up with the loose ball. 23-20, Rich up by 3. Huffner with 8 in the ball game. Make it 9. A pass inside, deflected away by Rich, out of bounds. Stoddard will inbound from the baseline. 3:41 left in the second. Rich up by 3 on ICS. Lions at 0-1 in the region after last night's loss at Manila. Firkin, step back 3, left wing, misses off the glass. Jaden Nelson, good box out, and he pulls down a Rebel rebound. Rebels 1-0 in the region after last night's win at Tabby. Pass inside. Hunting kicks it back to Jaden Nelson with the soft touch. Right angle, 12 feet out, 25-20. Rich out to a 5-point lead. They might need to build a big lead here as Koski will surely get back in, maybe at the end of this half, certainly in the second half. Right wing. Top of the key, they kick it left side. Begg drives, floats, and hits. Nice drive by Begg. He's got 4. Rebels push the other way. Anderson bounces across the lane. Huffner can't get the shot. A lot of contact. Firkin comes down with a missed shot. He'll pass it ahead. Nelson playing defense. Begg receives, kicks it back outside. Gutzwiller spins and tips it up top to Firkin. Quick passing around. Begg shoots the 3 and swishes it through the high arch. And we're tied at 25 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Huffner down on the other end wanted a foul. There was a lot of contact. He didn't get the foul. Hunting fakes the 3, tries to drive, cut off, kicks it back outside. Anderson on the right wing. Looking inside for Huffner, and Gutzwiller cuts under Huffner and commits the foul. Easy call there, and Gutzwiller. The fans didn't like it, but Coach Driston pulls Gutzwiller aside and says, son, you can't do that. That's a foul every time. 2:22 left in the second. Rebels and Lions tied, and Reagan Huffner goes to the line to shoot 1-1. That's an 8th team foul on the ICS Lions. Huffner's first Bear Lake Realty free throw rattles and falls through. Reagan has 2, 4, 6, 7 in the quarter. Jordan Stacey 6 in the quarter. Jaden Nelson with 2. Huffner's first hit, second one skips over the front of the rim and down through. Rich on top by 2, 27-25. Firkin quickly up court. Stoddard going up like a receiver, but he comes down with it, and Trineri steals it away. Kaysen gives to Huffner. Right wing 3. No! Back of the iron, but Hunting with the Rebel rebound. He'll give to Trineri. Bounce left corner. Anderson. Trineri on the left wing. Skips it across to Hunting on the right wing. Landon guarded by Stoddard. Dribbles to his left, looking for pick and roll, but nothing there. Under 2 to go in the second. Rich on top by 2, looking to push that out a little further. Trineri skips it to Hunting. Landon, 1 dribble. Back up to Trineri. Kaysen fires inside. Huffner. He's got Hunting in the corner. Open. Pass out there. Hunting misses short. Stoddard the rebound. Huffner tried to get that pass out there, but the defense slowed him down, and that made it so Hunting didn't have as much time as he wanted. Stoddard sets up long 3, front iron missed, offensive rebound and a jump. No, a foul on the Rebels as Hightower came down with it cleanly. The Rebels fouled him trying to take it away. 1:24 left in this second quarter. Jared Anderson just picked up his second Rebel 15 foul. Inbound play from the baseline. Meek will check in. Coach Brown wants to keep Anderson from picking up a third before the half. So Meek checks in. Trineri, Nelson, Huffner, and Hunting also on the floor for Rich. Rebels lead by 2, 1:24 left in the second. Stoddard inbounds, right side to Begg on the wing. Hightower fires to Firkin, left wing. Hunting on him. Firkin drives, floats in the lane, kicks it outside. Hightower for 3, air ball over the top. Nelson there for the Rebel rebound. Hands off to Trineri, and Kaysen walks it across the timeline. 1:08 left in the first half. Right wing to Hunting. Nelson on the right wing. He'll turn to his right, attack and hit. Jaden Nelson. That's how that play is run, boys and girls. 29-25. Rebels up by 4. Rebel drill team today, second place at region drill competition. Monticello took first. Left wing, Begg gives to Firkin. He'll step back beyond the arc. Drive, then kick, step back again. Stoddard to Gutzwiller. Up top, Begg, guarded by Huffner. Again to Gutzwiller, and then Stoddard. Firkin again, 36-35. Firkin in the lane and runs over Meek. Colton trying to draw the charge. No basket. They'll call it a block with the body. Colton Meek. ICS fans wanted that to be a shot. It would have been an and one. Instead, the foul was on Landon Hunting, so it was way before the blocking foul, or what would have been a block or a charge on Colton Meek. And that's where the explanation comes in, is that Hunting fouled him clear out at the three-point line. Firkin underneath, misses, gets his own rebound, fires back outside. Gutzwiller for three, got it. 29-28, Gutzwiller with the triple. Rebels play for the final shot with 11 seconds left in the first half. Hunting gets by the D, drives, he is hammered, goes to the floor. ICS comes up with it. Stoddard driving through the lane, floats it up and can't get it to go on a reverse. That'll end the first half. 29-28, Rebels on top by 1 after 2 quarters. Boy, we've got an intense one here at Rich, the Crawford Trough halftime show coming up when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Some folks say that life can be measured in seasons. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, we have vehicles for every season. From new to experienced drivers, we understand that safety, affordability, and great mileage are always on the must-have list. So whether you're just starting out or it's time to expand your fleet, we've got every season covered. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Stop in today, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on MyLocalRadio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live. You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield. If you've dreamed of owning your own beachfront property at beautiful Bear Lake, but think you can't afford it, think again, because you can. It's an investment you can rent that pays for itself, and you can enjoy it too. Realtor Gary McKee and the team at Bear Lake Realty can help make your dream come true. Visit with Gary today, because you'll never know unless you ask. Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. Visit BearLakeRealty.com.
Caleb Koski, the state's leading scorer, scored 9 first quarter points, picked up a third foul and didn't score in the second. But Cohen Begg picked up where he left off. He had 7 all in the second quarter. The Rebels got 11 points from Reagan Huffner, and Rich leads by 1, 29-28 at the half. Brought to you by the Crawford Trough, the place to eat and drink. Their winter hours are Thursdays through Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Rebel young cheerleaders entertaining at the half, where the Rebels lead by 1. We'll take a quick break and be back with more Crawford Trough halftime show, including some Town of Randolph first half highlights on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you haven't eaten a famous Crawford Angus burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph, you haven't lived. It starts with a quarter-pound Angus beef, pastrami, bacon, pepper jack cheese, and ranch sauce. Add lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and pickles. The only thing that makes it better is when you add an order of home-cut fries and a fresh raspberry shake. Heaven. Stop in and enjoy a burger today. The Crawford Trough, open later on every Rich High home game day. 120 South Main, Randolph.
According to the United States Census of 2010, the town of Randolph has a population of 464 people, and every one of us root for the Rich High Rebels.
who slams it home.
Welcome to Randolph, Utah. We love being able to host the visiting teams, their coaches, their parents, and fans when Rich High has a home game. We love all of our visitors year-round and hope that you can take some time soon to come and visit us in our little slice of heaven, Randolph, Utah.
Rebel drill team at the region competition today, and I got an update from Ruth Ann Jarman's husband, Cam, says that the Rebel girls took second in the 1A North region behind Monticello. It's funny to hear Monticello in the North region. That's like saying Texas is in the North division of some kind of conference. But that's as it is. The Monticello Buckaroos win the region title. Rebels take second. Rebel boys basketball leading by 1 at the half. The Rebel girls won earlier tonight, 61-23, a blowout win for Rich girls. 13 different Rebels scored. In fact, I think every Rebel that saw the floor scored. Maddie Weston got a minute or two, didn't take a shot, so she didn't score. But the Rebels at the half lead by 1. Part of that was that Caleb Koski picked up 3 early fouls. He scored 9 first-quarter points. Had 9 of the team's 12 points in the first quarter. Rebels took advantage inside in his absence. Reagan Huffner, Jordan Stacy, and Jaden Nelson combined for all 18 of the Rebels' 18 points in the second quarter. And most of those were pro physical therapy points in the paint. Bear Lake Physical Therapy points in the paint. Bear Lake Physical Therapy helping Rebels get back in the game since 1998. I had Pro Physical Therapy points on the mind because Pro Physical Therapy sponsors our 3-point shots, and Rich has attempted just 4 or 5 of those in the game. Jared Anderson made 1 in the first, but Rich has not made 1 since. Landon Hunting attempted 1 or 2, and Kason Trineri attempted 1 or 2, and one of those looked like it was dead on, but did not fall through. And on the other side of it, the Lions have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-pointers in the first quarter, or in the first half. That's 18 points, 18 of their 28 have come beyond the arc. But Rich leads by 1 at the half. They'll have something to contend with as Caleb Koski, I imagine, will come out and start the third quarter. He might not be able to play the same defense he did in the first. He'll have to be more careful, and maybe the Rebels should try to attack him. We'll see who he defends in the second half. First half highlights are brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board member Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. And our halftime show is presented by your friends at the Crawford Trough in Randolph, the place to eat and drink. Rich on top at the half by 1. We'll keep our eyes open in the second half for the Pugstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game and the Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot and play of the game. We had a couple of candidates in that first half. Jared Anderson's 3, a candidate for the shot of the game. Reagan Huffner's backing in and scoring a couple of times in the second quarter. And Kason Trineri to Landon Hunting backdoor cut, and Hunting finished some of the candidates for plays of the game. First half highlights, again, are brought to you by the town of Randolph. Mayor Lynn Weston running my camera tonight. Board member Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. The town of Randolph, proud to support the Rebels. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Crawford Trough halftime show and epic recreation third quarter action when we return on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Some Butterfinger didn't bother to look, and your car goes crunch. Now it looks like the outside of a salted nut roll. People snicker as you drive down the road. Stop the laughter. Let the 3 Musketeers at T-Bar-S Body Shop come to your rescue and fix your car. When you drive off, you'll feel like you're skipping across the Milky Way again. You'll think of Matt Rex as the big hunk who came to your rescue. Dents removed, glass chips repaired, and windshields replaced. T-Bar-S Body Shop and Glass Repair on County Road, across from the cemetery in Evanston. Sweet.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
When you have your vehicle serviced by the experienced, certified technicians at Rocky Mountain Yeti, you'll have a legendary experience. With a comfortable customer waiting area, you can watch the big screen television or use the free Wi-Fi while you enjoy free hot waffles with ice cream.
Our professional technicians work on all makes and models and handle everything from routine service to major repair. Stop in today, 100 Wasatch Road, Evanston. Visit www.yetiauto.group. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
If you haven't eaten a famous Crawford Angus burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph, you haven't lived. It starts with a quarter-pound Angus beef, pastrami, bacon, pepper jack cheese, and ranch sauce. Add lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and pickles. The only thing that makes it better is when you add an order of home-cut fries and a fresh raspberry shake. Heaven. Stop in and enjoy a burger today. The Crawford Trough, open later on every Rich High home game day. 120 South Main, Randolph.
Rebels on top, 29-28 at the half. Your keys of the game and the pregame show are brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. And one of the biggest ones was the big three. Caleb Koski, Braden Stoddard, Jared Firkin average 60 of the ICS 69 points per game. That's 87% of the team scoring. And so far, Stoddard has 6, Firkin has 3, Koski has 9. So that's well below 86%. Cohen Begg has picked up in their scoring absence. He had 7 in the second quarter, but I think I'd give Rich about a B, maybe a B plus so far if I were to give him a grade on that first half defensively against those big three and that Rich County key of the game. So Rich on top by 1. ICS Lions come out with Koski, Stoddard, Begg, Gutzwiller, and Firkin on the floor. Rebels will start Trineri, Anderson, Huffner, Nelson, and Hunting in this epic recreation third quarter. Inbound to Koski, and Trineri tasked with guarding him. Kaysen had 1 foul in the first half, defending Koski. Caleb dribbles to his right, gives to Stoddard. Anderson on him. Gutzwiller works it around. Firkin in the left corner, looking inside. Anderson, great help defense on Koski, and he turns and shoots, and he's fouled. Anderson didn't even have his hands up, and maybe that's where the foul came. Got him with the body, is what the official indicates. So Jared picks up a third. He initially was frustrated and surely still feeling frustration. His initial reaction was just one of resignation. There's nothing I can do about it now. Koski hits the first, and he's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He looks to put ICS back on top with his second. He does not. Back iron. Hunting there, boxing him out, gets the rebound, and we're tied at 29. Trineri against some full court pressure from Begg, gives to Anderson, left wing. Jared jabs left, goes right, can't quite finish, but he's fouled. And just like on the other end, Firkin can't believe the whistle, but it still comes. Jared Firkin picks up the foul, and Jared Anderson goes to the line to shoot 2. I didn't think either one of them should have been called a foul, quite frankly. I think Anderson was clean on the other end, at least from what I could see, and probably Firkin was clean on this end. Anderson gets the back iron. It goes straight up and drops down through the cylinder. Rebels up by 1, 30-29. 7:33 left in the epic recreation third quarter. Anderson's second Bear Lake Realty free throw. A little more easy. Finds its way through. Rims around and down. Kind of flushes around, and Rich leads by 2, 31-29. Firkin to the top of the arc. Trineri defending on Koski. A screen, and Anderson's left on him. Jared's got to be careful with 3 personal fouls already. Gutzwiller fires away from 3, misses, and Kaysen Trineri has the Rebel rebound. Up court, Anderson finishes on the left side. Rebels pushing the tempo, and ICS falls asleep defensively. Rich finishes with the fast break points. Maybe a candidate for the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Gutzwiller to Begg up on the right wing. He'll give up top. Stoddard tries to shoot. He comes down with it. He didn't leave his feet. ICS fans with their hands up in disbelief. I don't know if I thought he kept a tiptoe on the ground, but he must not have, and ICS turns it over. Good defense by Rich, forcing the travel. Trineri across the timeline, bounces right wing to Anderson. Fast Rebels go inside. Nelson maybe have gotten away with the travel. He misses the shot, so no harm done, and Firkin pulls down the rebound for ICS. Koski gets by the D, and a whistle. Trineri gave him just a little bit of a hand check. A push is the call. Trineri picks up a second. Koski checking his elbow, make sure there's no blood there. He'll inbound from the baseline. Rich on top by 4, 33-29. 6.5 left in the epic third. Inside to Koski, sky hook, no trouble there. He's 6'7". That's an easy angle for him. 33-31. Rebels up by 2. Anderson to the left wing. Kicks back up top. Trineri right wing to Hunting. Landon starts left, goes right, stops on the baseline and kicks it out to Huffner. Reagan drives in, bounces across to Nelson, who's wide open. Koski went on help defense, and Reagan found Nelson for the easy 2. Great teamwork there by Rich. Huffner penetrating, drawing in the D, dishing off for the easy 2 for Jaden Nelson, who has 6 in the game. High screens by ICS. Koski gets around the D, kicks it in the corner. Begg for 3, misses an air ball. Hunting comes down with the Rebel rebound. Landon to Anderson. Jared pushes up the right wing. He'll kick it back out to Trineri, and Rich will set up in the half court. 5:40 to Anderson on the right wing. 5:40 left in the Epic Recreation third. Nelson fakes the give, turns, stops. Koski kind of drifted back, and Nelson just shoots it over the top of him and in. Jaden Nelson with the big bucket. There's a candidate for your Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. And Coach Tim Drisdom takes a timeout. Jaden Nelson over Koski for the 2. Nelson giving up 6 or 7 inches, but Rich leads 37-31 on this timeout, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental here in the Epic Recreation third quarter on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
Rebels with a 6-point lead. That's a pretty narrow lead when you're playing a team like ICS that can score. They've scored 90 plus at least twice this season. Inbound to Koski, or bounce into Koski. Gutzwiller to Begg. He'll try to drive. Dishes out to Stoddard, left wing. Rebels, good help defense, working around, rotating. Three-pointer from Begg in the corner, and he hits it. Cohen Begg having a big game. He averages 2.5 per night. He's got 10 in this one. 37-34. Rebels lead by 3. Hunting, left wing to Trineri. Kaysen gives to Huffner. Anderson, right corner. Hunting. Rebels work it around. Lob inside to Nelson. Ball poked away by Gutzwiller, out of bounds to the Rebels. Nelson tried to save it, but the official says it was last touched by ICS. I think it was out before Nelson got to it, trying to save it. Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Rebels quickly work it out to the top of the key. Trineri gives to Anderson at the free throw line. Jared in a little trouble, gives up back to Nelson, or to Trineri. Kaysen fakes right, goes left, dishes back out. Anderson drives, dishes out to Trineri. Again to Huffner at the free throw line. Reagan will turn, shoot and hit. Reagan Huffner at the charity stripe. Not a Bear Lake Realty free throw shot, but from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. 39-34, Rich up by 5. Huffner with 13 in the game. Firkin drives, floats, misses short. Great defense by Rich. Hunting contested. Nelson just went straight in the air, planted his feet, didn't move. Rebels get the rebound. Anderson, free throw line. Right elbow jumper by Huffner is short. Rebels wanted a foul, don't get it, and the Lions have the rebound. Koski behind the back, step back 3 is short. Air ball, and he's going to hear it from the home crowd after that miss. Rebels will get the basketball. 5-point Rebel lead, 39-34. Rebel girls dominant earlier tonight, 61-23. Trineri crosses the timeline, looking for something. He goes back door looking for Nelson, threw it too high and threw it away. 3:37 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Trineri had Nelson wide open under there, but just threw it too high. Koski inbounds to Firkin. Jared averages 15 a game. He's got 3 so far in this one. Stoddard dribbling out high, goes between the legs. Rebels staying the man-to-man. Koski on the right wing, defended by Trineri. Jabs right, goes back toward his left. Pick and roll, double team comes. Great help by Nelson. ICS works it around. Koski pushes off, gets himself open, follows a screen, gets to the left wing. Looking for something. Jabs right, goes left, then attacks left, and he's fouled by Trineri. A third personal foul on Trineri. Kaysen's in a tough spot with a tough job trying to defend Caleb Koski. Kaysen has 3 fouls. Koski has 3 as well. Rebels' Jared Anderson has 3 also. Koski to trigger it in, an inbound play from the baseline. He'll go into Firkin, left corner. Stoddard gives back to Koski. Hunting comes out on Caleb. And Landon just grabs a hold of Koski. Caleb throws Landon to the floor. It was certainly a foul on Landon, but the way that Koski just threw him down, boy, you'd think something would have been whistled for that as well. So now Hunting, Trineri, and Anderson all have 3 fouls apiece. Koski inbounds to Firkin, back court. Rebels on top by 5. Kaysen reaches in, almost takes it away from Firkin, but he maintains control. Gutzwiller on the right wing, looking to get it to Koski with everything he's got. He'll go inside instead, and Huffner blocks the shot by Begg. Rebels pushing. Anderson gets in the lane, loses the dribble. A lot of contact, no foul. Pushing the other way, ICS. Begg can't finish at the hoop, and Jordan Stacy with the Rebel rebound. He's fouled, turning the other way. Jared Firkin picks up his 3rd. 2:35 left to go in the Epic Recreation 3rd quarter, and we're getting chippy like crazy. Mostly the fans, the players pretty much under control, it would seem. Inbound, Trineri gives back to Hunting. Landon to the timeline, hesitates, then follows a screen by Stacy, looks for Trineri, and it's deflected away out of bounds. Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play coming up. Jared Anderson on the baseline, looks to trigger it in, still looks, and then gets to Hunting. He'll launch the 3 and miss over the top. Rebound goes to Firkin. Will pushing up the right side, Gutzwiller was, but Rebel defense got back. Gutzwiller in the right corner, Stacy out on him. They get it to Koski on the right wing. Begg drives, dishes back out. Stoddard mishandled, gives to Firkin, and Jared travels. Rebels up by 5, 2:05 left to go. In the Epic Recreation 3rd, Rebels will inbound. The Rebel 3 defenders that you might put on Caleb Koski have 3 fouls apiece. Koski picked up 3 in the first quarter, hasn't fouled since then. He didn't play any of the second. Rebels to Huffner at the high post. Reagan turns right, turns back left, again right, backing in on Gutzwiller, loses the space, and then lobs it back out to Anderson. Jared, right corner, Hunting back to Anderson, top of the key to Trineri. Rebels need a good possession here. Efficient. Let's get a good shot. Hunting has it poked away by Stoddard, who says, that's my ball. There's no way. 1:38 left in the Epic 3rd. Hunting will inbound from the sideline. Trineri follows a screen or two and receives the inbound pass. Back to Hunting. Landon has it poked away again, and this time Stoddard picks up a 3rd personal. Reaching in and gets an arm of Hunting. He can't believe it. He thought it was clean, but at some point the official's going to blow the whistle. 1:33. Stoddard has 3. Firkin has 3. Koski has 3. Hunting, Trineri, and Anderson all have 3 for Rich. Anderson on the left wing gives to Hunting. Quick pass inside. Stacy! No, he can't quite finish, but he'll get free throws, and Koski was the only one in the area. I think Caleb just picked up his 4th. Let's see, it is. Koski with 4 personal fouls. Jordan Stacy at the line shooting 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Koski has just 3 in the quarter, 12 in the game. He averages 31 per game. Had just 11 last night against Manila. He went into that game averaging 34. Jordan Stacy swishes the first Bear Lake Realty free throw, and Rich leads by 6. Colton Meek will check in, and Trineri will avoid a 4th personal foul by spending the final 1:33 of this Epic Recreation 3rd quarter on the bench. Stacy at the line. Made the first and swishes the second. Jordan Stacy, 2 big free throws there. At the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, Hunting. Koski gets by him. Landon almost pokes it away from behind to Firkin on the left wing. He wants to get a 3, but defended well. Looking for Koski inside. Stacy, good help defense. Firkin will pull the trigger and miss, but Gutzwiller with the offensive rebound. Back out to Firkin. He'll go to Stoddard, who will fire away from way downtown, and Braden Stoddard hits. 41-37. Rebels' lead is down to 4. Offensive rebound there for Gutzwiller. gives ICS the bucket. Anderson steps up and buries the triple. Jared Anderson with a pro physical therapy 3 from straight away downtown. 44-37. Rich back up by 7. Koski across the timeline. Steps left. Pulls away from 3 and misses short. Jordan Stacy has the rebound and he's fouled. Jared Firkin going for it. Picks up a 4th personal. Koski and Firkin both have 4. Jordan Stacy had that rebound cleanly. And any frustration from ICS fans or coaches has to be on Firkin's decision making. Stacy had that rebound clean and Firkin should have just let him have it. Some full court pressure. 39 seconds left to go in the Epic Recreation third. Anderson across the timeline. He's got 7 in the quarter, 13 in the game. Huffner looking inside for Stacy, can't find him. Gives to Jared, top of the key. He fakes the 3, but Firkin right on him. Good decision by Jared. Backs it out. He says, 1 play, coach. 1 play. 20 seconds left in the Epic Recreation third. Huffner backs it out, and he'll give back to Anderson. Jared dribbling at the top, 13, 12, 11. Firkin approaches. Anderson drives, dishes to Huffner. Reagan drives, floats, misses wide right. It's an air ball. Stacy fights for, gets the rebound, shoots over the hoop, misses. Tip to Meek, bounce to Huffner, shot at the buzzer. No, it was late and it missed anyway. 44-37. Rebels with the lead as we end the third quarter, presented by Epic Recreation. For all your rentals in Bear Lake, visit epicrecreation.net or find them on Facebook.
What are 2 words that tell the world you had the best time ever? Epic Recreation. That's right. Nothing else compares, and you do it all again. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at Bear Lake. Open year-round, Epic Recreation has everything you need. Boats, Sea-Doos, paddleboards, kayaks, UTVs, and more. When you want to have an epic vacation at Bear Lake, remember, Epic Recreation equals epic fun. Visit epicrecreation.net.
Many of our customers have trusted Jensen Wood Motors for generations. It's important to all of us here at the dealership we always work for the people. My grandpa was a man of his word, and he passed that tradition on to us. We understand that we're here to serve our customers, and every day we try and do that to the best of our ability. We really appreciate each customer, and we want to make sure that they feel that when they're doing business with us.
Jensen Wood Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Montpelier, Idaho. Rich has the basketball to start the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Rich on top by a touchdown, 44-37. Trineri dribbles left, bag on him tight, reaches in, almost pokes it away. Kaysen starts left, goes back right, creates enough separation to avoid any kind of violation. Hunting in the left corner, Meek, Huffner, Stacy, Trineri, and Hunting on the floor. Huffner dribbles right. Anderson had 7 in the quarter, has 13 in the game. That was in the Epic Recreation third. 7:30 left to go. Rich on by up top by 7. Huffner on the right wing, gives to Stacy. Jordan fakes the give, step back, nothing doing. Wisely gives it back to Huffner to work for a better shot. Trineri gives to Huffner again on the right wing. A lot of foul trouble in this one for key players. Huffner around the top of the arc, gives to Hunting. He'll fire inside. Nice pass for Stacy, who mishandles the pass. It's on the baseline, off of Stoddard and out of bounds. He was walking to just receive the pass and throw it in, but the official side go off of him, and Rich maintains possession. Stacy to inbound the Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play. He'll go into Huffner. Reagan, strong move. He floats in the air and hits it. Reagan Huffner with 15 in the game. 46-37. Rebels up by 9. Across the timeline, Stoddard quickly to the right corner. Gus Wheeler fakes the 3, then fires inside. Firkin, 1 dribble. Back outside, looking for Hightower, and Colton Meek steps in front. A station in Randolph steal. Candidate for the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Colton Meek with the steal. Huffner around the top of the arc. Koski set to check back in with 4 fouls and 12 points. Trineri, hot pass inside. Stacy with the finish. What an assist by Kaysen Trineri. Beautiful pass. Timeout, Coach Tim Drisdom. Brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental and Dr. Sean Grohl in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. We'll take a quick one, too, on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Rebels have pushed out to an 11-point lead. Lions haven't scored since it was Rich 41-37. That's a 7-0 Rebel run. ICS with the basketball. Koski defended by Landon Hunting. Koski dribbles to the right wing, picks up the dribble. Hunting right in his grill. We may have had your play of the game, Precision Play, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham Dental Services. That pass by Trineri. Pass saved. It was deflected and then saved by Huffner, and the Rebels come away with a station in Randolph steal. Rich hustling, going for every ball, and they get one here. Hunting around the top of the arc. 2 screens to Anderson in the right corner, looking inside, nothing there. Jared patient, gives to Trineri across the lane to Nelson. He was cutting toward the hoop, and the pass was behind him, so he'll just kick it back outside, and the Rebels reset with 5:50 left to go. Anderson on the right wing to Trineri. ICS in the man-to-man defense. Nelson Hunting inside. Anderson trying to back in on the D. Nowhere to go. Bounces back left corner to Huffner. Good defense by Firkin in there on Anderson, who was posted. He was down on the low block, just had nowhere to go with it because of that defense by Firkin. Anderson this time in the lane. Again, nowhere to go. Kicks it back outside to Hunting, and Rebels reset again. Rebels really working that post up for Anderson. They force it in there, and it gets taken away. Gutzwiller to Stoddard to Firkin up the left wing. Begg thinks about the shot, passes up and gives to Firkin. Hunting hounding Koski, denying the pass. Begg dishes out Gutzwiller 3. That one off the iron and then off the glass. Reagan Huffner with the Rebel rebound. Rich on top by 11, 48-37, under 5 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth, and Begg gets in too tight as Trineri leans into him and draws the whistle. That's Begg's first personal foul. Cohen Beggs had a great game. The senior came in averaging 3 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. He's got 10 points and a handful of rebounds in this one. Trineri, defended by Begg, gives to Huffner at the free throw line. Reagan turns, shoots, and misses short. Rebound Gutzwiller, and Nelson reaches in, trying to battle for the board. Huffner had Nelson wide open on the right block, but he just had no passing lane, and I don't think he saw him as he turned to shoot. 4:46 left. Rebel 5th team foul, and Rich on top by 11, 48-37. Koski receives the inbound, and Hunting not going to give it to him easy. Hounds him all the way up court. Koski picks up the dribble, thought about a 25-foot 3, but passed it up. Gets it back, way out on the left wing. Follows a pick and roll. Nelson help defense. They double team. Gutzwiller in the middle. Fires right corner. Firkin for 3. No, back of the iron. Gutzwiller pushes off of Nelson and gets the offensive rebound. Back outside. Koski fakes left, goes right. Hunting poked it away, but Koski gets it back. Coach Drisdom fired up, shouting, and Koski just fouled out! Hunting got in front. Koski shoved him out of the way, and Caleb Koski's night is done. ICS fans, one heads for the door. Coach Tim Drisdom furious about it. And a technical foul on ICS. 4:15 left to go. Koski, 12 points in the game. Finished for the day. A technical foul on ICS as well. We'll give Rich the basketball. They would have had it anyways on the foul. And Jared Anderson will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Anderson hits the first. You couldn't have a bigger contrast. The home crowd loves it. The road crowd despise is an understatement. Anderson hits both Bear Lake Realty free throws. Jared has 15. Reagan Huffner has 15, and the Rebels lead by 13. 4:15 left to go. ICS earlier this week beat Wendover and looked like the best team in the state after Wendover had looked like the best team in the state. Coach Ashley Brown wants a timeout. We'll take one, too, with 4:15 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Jaden Nelson with live coverage of Rich High basketball action on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
More than 1,300 rural hospitals were evaluated, and Bear Lake Memorial Hospital placed in the top 20 for quality and best practices and critical access. Offering a 24-hour emergency department, orthopedics, home health, a residential nursing home, physical therapy, surgical services, family doctors, chemotherapy, dialysis, and more. When it comes to your health, make sure you're seen by the best. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Wow, what a turn. Lions had it. They were working to get an open shot. They just got an offensive rebound. Caleb Koski going underneath, and Landon Hunting beat him to a spot, was thrown to the floor. Koski picked up his 5th foul on that play. Coach Tim Drisdom fired up about the call as Koski fouls out, earns a technical foul. So Koski's done. Rebels hit 2 free throws and lead by 13, 50-37. Hunting looking to inbound lobs it cross court to Anderson here on the left side. Trenary to Hunting on the right wing. ICS will see what kind of response they have with their scoring leader not on the floor. Anderson, strong move to the hoop, misses. Nelson fights for and gets the offensive rebound. He'll give to Trenary at the free throw line. Back to Nelson. Reward the big fella for working for the offensive line, and Nelson hits from the left angle. Rich on top by 15. Assist, Kaysen Trenary. 52-37. Stoddard, deep three, short, and air ball out of bounds. Rebel basketball. Stoddard hears it. He's hit 3 of those deep threes tonight, but misfired on that attempt. 3:42 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Rebels 3 minutes and 37 seconds away from improving to 2-0 in Region 22 play. ICS 3 minutes and 31 seconds away from dipping to 0-2 in Region 22 play. Anderson backs it out. Hightower, a long senior, comes out and defends. Rebels to Hunting. Rich content to eat up some clock. Trenary on the right wing, bounces to Huffner. A little deeper toward the corner. Ball stripped away. Stoddard with a steal. Trenary defends him. Stoddard lost the dribble momentarily, but maintained possession. 3:05 left to go. Firkin drives, free throw line, kicks it back out. Gutzwiller tries to drive, turns in the lane. Defended perfectly by Nelson. He kicks it back outside. Firkin in the left corner. Hunting on him. Jared fakes the shot, then pulls up, and wow. That was deflected by Hunting out of bounds. That hit the chain behind the backboard. I didn't see the deflection, but I'm not doubting. I'm not questioning. I'm sure it was there. I thought Hunting may have gotten away with a foul. Inbound to Firkin in the right corner. Landon defending tight. Firkin, jab step, then kicks it back around. Hightower at the top of the key. Gutzwiller for a cutting Firkin in the lane. He'll hit with the left hand. Nice cut by Jared Firkin in that 5 out. Nobody was inside to defend. Trenary, crossover across the timeline. Free throw line, dishes back out. Anderson. And boy, if Trenary turns and looks, Anderson had Kaysen wide open under the hoop. Jared on the right wing to Hunting. Landon back to Anderson. Rebels got to walk a fine line between being patient and just passing it around and losing some aggression, some attack. They still have to try and score here. 2:17 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Inbound to Trenary. 52-39, Puckstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game. We'll talk about that in a bit. Entry pass to Jaden Nelson. He's fouled by Caleb Hightower going for the steal. Nelson will go to the line and shoot 1-1. Jaden, 10 points in the game. I've got him with 5 rebounds. And Nelson will shoot 1-1 here. Hightower's first personal, 8th team foul on ICS. Nelson about an 82% free throw shooter, and he hits the first. Earns himself a second. So Nelson, the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, 2:11 left to go. Puts the Rebels on top. He hits that one off the back iron and down through. And Richard leads again by 15. Jaden has 12 points in the game. Firkin across the timeline, dribbles right, looking for a cutter. He has Stoddard at the top of the key, backs off, looking to shoot the 3. doesn't take it. Instead, he drives. Great Euro step, but he can't quite finish. And Kaysen Trineri with the Rebel rebound. Up to Hunting on the left wing. Landon back out to Trineri. Take a couple of dribbles. Under 2 minutes to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Huffner hands off to Anderson. Firkin right out on him. Rebels content. They can just continue to run the clock if the Lions don't force a turnover or foul. Hunting trying to set a screen on Gutzwiller. Can't get it. And Huffner kicks it back outside to Trineri. And then to Anderson under a minute and a half to go. Coach Tim Drisdom either waving the white flag or just seconds away from saying, okay, let's get out and foul. Trineri, Nelson, and there's a foul by Hightower, sending Nelson back to the line. I don't think that was on purpose by Hightower. He just wasn't in position, and Nelson kind of baited him into that. Jaden, the senior, back to the line to shoot two. 1:17 left to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Oh, and I said two. It was a 1-and-1. Nelson misses the front end. ICS with the basketball. Firkin launches a deep three and misses. Trineri with the Rebel rebound. And I think that might do it. 1:06, 1:05 left to go. ICS will continue to fight, but there's not much left to fight for. A 15-point deficit with 60 ticks left on the clock. Backdoor pass. Nelson can't quite finish. Going to the right side. Shooting back to his left. Gutzwiller up across the timeline. Stops, fires the three, and misses short with another air ball. As good as ICS was from deep in the first half, that's the third air ball here in the second half. 45 seconds to go, and Rich just has to eat up this final 40 seconds of the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Hunting ahead to Nelson. Jaden pulls it away from Hightower. Hunting back outside to Anderson. And the Rebel student section starts the chant, I believe that we have won. Anderson has a wide open hoop on a backdoor cut. And he just says, nope, we've got this one in our pocket. 15 seconds left. Firkin counting things out to the official with 8, 7, 6. Nelson hands back to Trineri, and he can just hold, pivot around, and the Rebels win 54-39. Rich with the victory over the ICS Lions. ICS, a rough start to Region 22 play. The Rebels, a couple of upsets over Tabiona and over ICS tonight. 54-39 the final score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. We'll take a quick break. We've got your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, plays of the game, Pugstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game coming up in our post-game coverage right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah. In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at MyLocalRadio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock, stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit MyLocalRadio.com today.
A good night for the Rebels. Post-game, Rebels versus ICS in Region 22 play. We'll tell you more about it now on the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's at 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meet. Rebels hosting ICS in Region 22 play on a Saturday evening, and the Rebel girls started things off on the right foot. They jumped out to a 9-5 lead at the end of one. They led by 15, outscoring ICS 18-7. In the second quarter, and Rich took a lead, a 15-point lead into the half. They extended that lead, outscoring ICS 22-4 in the third, and 13 different Rebels scored en route to a 61-23 win. The Rebel girls improved to 2-0 in Region 22 play with that dominant win over ICS. The Rebel boys followed that up Trailing by a point, 12-11 at the end of the first quarter, but Caleb Koski, the leading scorer for his ICS team, got into foul trouble, and that proved a big problem for the Lions. Rebels at the half led by 1. It was a great defensive effort all the way through for Rich, and they held ICS to 2 points in the fourth quarter, and Rich pulled away for a 54-39 win on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels 2-0 in Region 22 play. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Landon Hunting. Landon, give me a high five, a something. That was awesome. What a game for you guys.
Thanks, man. It feels good to finally start winning games.
What's been the difference? Because one thing is you've played some really great competition early on, but you guys have come a long way.
I think just the good competition that we've played in our preseasons helped us get to where we're at. The difficult competition just helps us build unity as a team and work together and figure out how to strive with greatness together instead of single players. Just the good teams help us just increase our knowledge of the game and how to control the ball better and just come out to play and win.
Landon, last night, I wish I'd been able to talk to you because you had a hot night. You had the hot hand last night. You had 4 threes plus a free throw that iced it in the win over Tabiona.
Yeah, it felt good. It feels good to make some shots, even if some are a little deep and a little lucky. Seeing the ball go through the hoops always good to watch, and winning in region games, especially down in Tabiona, it's a hard place to play, and it feels good to win down there.
What was the mentality after winning down there and then coming home to play an ICS team that had beat Wendover, who beat you guys a couple of weeks ago in ICS? I mean, they got blown out by Manila last night, but they still looked like one of, if not the top team in 1A. What were you guys thinking coming in tonight?
We knew that they were a good team, beating Wendover and winning down at the preview. We knew that they were going to be a tough team, even though they lost Manila last night. It's a different game every night, so we just came in knowing that we were going to have to try our hardest, and that if we didn't, that we were going to get blown out.
Kaysen had the task of guarding Koski, and he did a pretty good job. He picked up some fouls. Jared had some fouls as well, so Coach said, what did he say, Landon? You need to lock him down.
He just said, on to the next one, last foul trouble. You got him.
At one point, you just wrapped him up over there. He kind of threw you to the ground, but you did a good job just denying him the ball.
That's what Coach said, is deny him the ball as much as possible. We've seen him shoot, and he's one of the, if not the best shooter in 1A. So we knew that we had to step up and not let him have the ball as much as possible.
Am I holding you from like being in the team with the locker room?
No, you're good.
Okay, I got to ask this then. On that 5th foul, because all I saw, I was watching the ball up top, right? And I see Koski kind of cut down toward the hoop, and you're there, and then all of a sudden I see you go down, and a whistle blows, Koski's, and the whole place erupts. Tell me about that sequence for you.
Well, I heard their coach say you need to take over the game and start scoring. So I knew he'd try to get to the rim or something to get the ball down. So when I saw him cut, I just cut him off, and he ran through me.
That was awesome, man. I mean, you look at the two of you, and how tall are you?
Like 5'9", 5'10".
5'10". I'm 5'10". You're 5'9". Koski's 6'7", and he's bigger. But what you did, man, that was fantastic. Way to go.
Thanks.
Landon, how's that feel to get that win?
It feels good. Feels good from going unranked and people kind of looking over us, that we weren't the team to beat or anything, to being 2-0 in our region and hopefully going to lead our region at the end of the season. So
I don't know if teams will overlook you now. The last 2 wins, that people are going to go, oh, wow, Rich is going to play.
That's how it should be.
That's right. That's way to go, man. Landon Hunting, nice job. Great win. You didn't do it, not a lot of points tonight, but the Rebels didn't need that from you tonight. The team got what they needed from you. Great defense.
Yeah, thanks. Defense wins games.
Way to go, Landon. Nice job. Thank you. Landon Hunting of the Rebels, Rich with the win over ICS. The Lions scored 2 points in the fourth quarter, and Rich pulled away 54-39 for the win. Let me jump back and just again mention Jimmy John's, our sponsor for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. They spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats for your 30-second sandwich, and they're not kidding about the 30-second sandwich. I got one waiting for me for dinner as soon as we wrap this broadcast up. But a few more things to cover. I want to thank Landon Hunting for coming to talk with me post-game show. That was fantastic to talk with him. What an effort by Hunting. He had 2 points in the game, but his effort defensively, and he drew those final 2 fouls from Koski, and that made a huge difference in the game for Rich. And again, Rich wins 54-39. So Thanks to Jimmy John's. Thanks to Landon Hunting. Post-game show continues. We'll have the McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play of the Game, the Pugstone Sporting Goods Adjustment of the Game, the Rolling Kennedy Shot and Play of the Game. Plus, we'll hear from Kaya Clough and the drill team. The Rebel drill team tonight took second place in the 1A North region, lost only to Monticello. We'll take a quick pause for station identification, then we'll be back with more of the post-game show on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
At Jensen Wood Motor, it's our goal to make sure every customer is a repeat customer. The way we do that, our customers are our friends.
It's our job to help you find what you're looking for at the best possible price. It's always good to know that your salesman is working for you.
We understand that life happens. Sometimes credit isn't perfect. We work hard to find financing options that work best for you.
Stop by today and let's see what we can do for you. Jensen Wood Motors in Montpelier, Idaho.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
(54-39), the Rebels with a win over the ICS Lions. ICS came in averaging 68.6 to be exact. Rebels hold them to almost 30 points less than that. Wait a minute. Wait just a doggone minute. Is my math right on that? 69. For some reason, I just doubt my own calculation abilities. Yeah, 30 points below their season average of per game. ICS has scored 90 twice this season, 80 plus at least 5 times this. That's a, wow, what a defensive effort by the Rich Rebels. Kaysen Trenary, Landon Hunting, and Jared Anderson a bit as well. The help defense too, and Jordan Stacy. Whenever Koski would go down inside, Stacy would help come over with help defense. Jaden Nelson did the same. It was a great team defensive effort, and one of the keys of the game was perimeter or team defense. Rich got that tonight, 54-39. Great defensive effort from the Rebels. 15 points apiece from Reagan Huffner, Jared Anderson. Nelson, Jaden finishes with 12 points, 5 rebounds. And Jordan Stacy has 10. Landon Hunting with 2 points. Kaysen Trenary didn't score, but he didn't need to. He has your precision play of the game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham. Dental services at reasonable rates for the whole family. The precision play of the game came in the fourth quarter. Rebels were nursing a 9-point lead. And Trenary got a pass at the top of the key, and he saw something out of his corner, the corner of his eye that most of us just, we don't have that kind of vision. And Stacy, he caught the pass in the air without coming down, fired it underneath to Jordan Stacy for the easy 2. Jordan was kind of cutting out, cut back in, and he finished. The two of them combining for the McKay Frankham Dental Services precision play of the game. There in that fourth quarter, that put Rich up by 11. They never looked back. The Rolling Kennedy Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game, I don't know. Jaden Nelson. Jaden, shot of the game, buddy. Shot of the game. He's going to come up and chat with me. When you were starting, you got it on the right post. You drove down. Koski was on you, and you got him to back off a little bit, and you shot it right over the top. Soft touch, dropped it in. Little teardrop. Jaden Nelson, shot of the game. Rolling Kennedy Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. So Jaden, good heavens, a half a pizza. Thanks, Shay. Jaden, great game. Nice job. Nice work. See if anybody else wants some pizza. So that's your Rolling Kennedy shot of the game. The Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. I think Jared Anderson on the fast break. Trenary to Hunting on the backdoor cut. Hunting with the finish. Too many good plays. And if I watched the game again and just took notes, great play. Play of the game. Play of the game. I think I'd have about 20 or 30 of them. That was fantastic. What an effort by the Rebels tonight to get that win, 54-39. The Pugstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game. last night, the Rebels had to play against a Tabiona team that had 5 players that could hit from anywhere on the floor. They ran a lot of high pick and roll. Tonight they had to adjust to a team that just spreads you out and looks for some individual effort, leading to team basketball. And that's something that makes this ICS team so dangerous, is they've got 4 or 5 guys that can beat you off the dribble, and especially when they spread you out the way they do. But the Rebel perimeter defense was excellent tonight. And the adjustment comes in adjusting to a different team overnight without having practice to make that adjustment. It was just a mental thing, and I'm sure they worked on it this week, but they made that mental switch, and what a switch it was. And I can't go any more of the postgame without, again, recognizing the job Kaysen Trineri, Landon Hunting, Jared Anderson, and everybody else did on help defense to slow down Caleb Koski, who came in averaging 30-plus points a game. He had 12, and a big part of that, granted, was that he got himself into foul trouble and wasn't on the court quite a bit of the game. But for Rich to hold him to 12, just fantastic. That's your Pugstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game. Darren and Carrie dealing with an adjustment of their own in life, and we wish them the best. They thank you for your support, your help, and your well wishes, your prayers, and everything else. And they'll be back. They'll rebuild and be back with Pugstone Sporting Goods, hopefully sooner rather than later. The Rebels win 54-39, improved to 7-7 overall, 2-0 in Region 22 play. Rich will get back on the court. The boys, let's see. I think it's versus Mount Vernon next Thursday, then at Manila Friday versus South Summit on Saturday. So region games Thursday, Friday. We'll tell you more about that later on in the postgame show. But first, a quick break, and then we'll hear from Kaya Clough and about the Rebel Drill Team when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM-certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Hello, Miss Susan Siamese Cat.
Dr. Dog, I'm here because my perfectly shiny fur has lost its shimmer, and I don't have the energy I did as a kitten.
Miss Susan Siamese Cat, I recommend that you start taking the Feline Daily Multi-Chews from PetMinerals.com immediately. Your good health isn't a yarn ball to play with.
Dr. Dog, you always make me feel better.
Log on to PetMinerals.com today and get your feline supplements ordered today.
Ryan Steineckert with junior Kaya Clough at Rich High School. Kaya, thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
How's your junior year going?
Pretty good. There's not too much crazy stuff going on as of the moment, but it's good.
Drill team, let's touch on that then. How's that going your junior year?
It's really fun, and we have region this next weekend, and I'm really excited for that, and I feel like we're going to do really good.
You guys did really well at the last competition that you went to back in December, right?
Yeah, we got first place.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Now, last year you were the region champs. Does that help give you the confidence? You said you feel like you'll do really well this year. What leads you to that belief?
Well, yeah, we did win region last year, and we had a few difficulties at state, but I feel like this year we just have a really strong team, and all of the girls are really fast at picking up the dances and stuff. So if our coaches give us something new to work with, then we're just able to get it super fast. And so I just feel like that really helps us, and it'll bring us up there this year.
Which dances do you do or participate in?
I am in all three of the competition ones, so kick, military, and dance. Do
you have a favorite?
I really like dance because it's really like emotional this year, and it kind of gets me out of my comfort zone.
So tell me, if you can, describe each of those. Which is which, so we can make a connection.
So military is just really intense. It has super intense music, and I guess you need to be really like sharp on all of the moves. And yeah, that's just a super intense one. And then dance is more just like emotional, like feely, I guess. And it's just kind of flowy. And then kick is obviously you do a lot of kicks. And our character for that one is race car drivers.
Okay, so the race car drivers, I remember that. I remember the military, there's a lot of straight arms and things like that. What's the other one? What's the song or what's the costume?
The song for dance is by Florence and the Machine. we have white dresses, and yeah, it's just a pretty contemporary dance, I guess.
Anything else with the drill team, or what's the region competition like? Do you guys have to be there real early in the morning? Are you there till late at night?
Yeah, every competition we have to wake up at around like 5 so that we can get our hair and makeup done before we get there, and then we just kind of chill and hang out and get ready while we're there, and then we perform 3 dances, and they're pretty spread out, so it goes from 11 o'clock to around 5, so we're there for a pretty long day.
So for a regional or state competition, how much product do you use in your hair?
A lot. We just got new gel and hairspray, and we use a lot of bobby pins and just little ponytails in our hair, and they just end up everywhere.
What's that like afterward to get all that out?
It's kind of hard, and sometimes you'll take your ponytail out and your hair will just stay up. It's pretty funny.
Kaya, anything else about the drill team or the competition we should touch on?
Not really. That's about it.
Good luck at this week's region competition. It's in Richfield, right?
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Kaya Clough, thanks so much for your time. Junior at Rich High School, good luck at regional competition, and a premature good luck at the state competition as well. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure to talk with Kaya earlier this week, and thus I wish her good luck at the regional competition. The Rebels finished second today at the regional competition in Richfield, and Monticello won the region, but Rich second place. Nothing to hang their head about, and they'll compete at state in a few weeks. And Rebel basketball teams, meanwhile, go 4-0 today, including the JV games. JV girls won by 24, JV boys won by 25. Varsity girls won by 38. Varsity boys pull away to win by 15. What a performance by both the girls and boys teams. And Rebels both 2-0 in Region 22 play. 54-39 the final score. What's coming up next week, we'll tell you right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Turning the lights out on us, so let's wrap this thing up real quick. We're looking ahead. Again, the Rebel girls win 61-23. Rebel boys 54-39 win over the ICS Lions. Looking ahead to next week. On Tuesday, there's a district board meeting at 6 p.m. Thursday, the Rebel freshman girls play at Lyman, 6 p.m. Rebel boys have a region game hosting Mount Vernon. JV at 4, and the varsity tips off at 5:30. Our pregame coverage starts at 5 o'clock on Thursday evening. Rebel wrestlers will be at Cokeville that night. 5:30 duel is when that begins at 5:30. Boys basketball Rich Middle School team will be at Green River next Thursday beginning at 6 p.m. Then Friday, the Rebels head out to Manila. The girls and boys both at Manila, and our pregame coverage starts at 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon. Rebel wrestlers are at the Aberdeen tournament all day Friday and Saturday. And then Saturday, the Rebel girls hit the road. They'll play at North Summit. The Rebel boys back home against South Summit, and the Royal girl boys basketball team plays host to EMS and DMS, and those are A games only. First one at 10 a.m. and then the next one after. Also next week, the University of Wyoming women's and men's basketball teams take on New Mexico. The women at home, the men on the road. 2 p.m. for the women and 3:30 p.m. for the men. That's next Saturday, January 19th. Well, that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. The Rebels, the girls, with a dominant win, 61-23. The Rebel boys pull away in the fourth, allowing just 2 points to ICS in the fourth quarter, and the boys win 54-39. Make sure to tune in Monday morning. We'll have Rebel Monday on our sister station, KNYN 99.1 FM, the Big Dog in Country. We'll tell you all things, recap this weekend's games, and look ahead to next weekend's as well. That's Monday morning at 10:30 a.m. on K9 99.1, the Big Dog in Country. Once again, our final scores: Rebel girls win 61-23, the boys 54-39. Join us again next Thursday when the Rebel boys get back in action hosting the Mount Vernon Patriots, and our pregame coverage starts at 5 o'clock on Thursday night. For videographer tonight, Lynn Weston stepping in, filling the role. Our producer, Jordan Bowie, back in the studio. I'm Ryan Steineckert, and we'll talk with you again soon.
You've been tuned into Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Plains Tire, Pet Mineral Labs, Jensen Wood Motors of Montpelier, Idaho, by Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Evanston Regional Hospital, Rocky Mountain Yeti, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with KNYN Sports Director, Jake Hibbard, Bridger Valley Sports Director Sean Bennett, and production assistants Jordan Bowie, Preston Bush, and AJ Lamb. The biggest thanks of all to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time the Rebels take the court.